Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You know who it is. It is your boy Greg, aka Dadpad Gaming, putting it down for the Blurred Lines Media team. You know. And we chilling tonight. We on some good vibes. We not doing nothing too crazy. We gonna play some old school video games, catch some good vibes. You know, got a couple viewers in the stream right now. So welcome to the, four of you, whoever you are. I don't know who you are. You can drop a comment or you can lurk. It's your prerogative. All right. The first thing we want to do is we want to pipe in some audio to our game. You know what I'm saying? So we here now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be hearing some good old PlayStation noises. I gotta switch headsets on y'all. I always gotta make sure at least the audio levels sound decent on some level. You know what I'm saying?
MegaMan X Legacy Collection.
Right, things feel good for me. They sound good for me. Lurking weak. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they lurk because they have to. Maybe they working overnight. I don't know. Before we get popping, though, welcome, Impulse. Thank you for trying to exercise our lurking demon in the chat, whoever they are. We gotta refresh our. Watch the colors. Watch the color. Boom! The colors come back, and now they're glorious. You know what I'm saying? We out here now. Alright, cool. So, we gonna get it popping. We gonna play some MegaMan X4 tonight. Catch some good vibes. Trying to have us a good night. Got 6 people watching right now, so thanks to whoever you are. We do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Whew. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is probably one of the games I've played more than any game in my entire life. This is a game that I hold very near and dear to my heart. I've played this game at some of the most difficult times and some of the best times in my life, and it always feels good to come back to. The voice acting is cheesy, the anime cutscenes are amazing, and the level design is good. The platforming is good. We got lightsabers, we got Mega Busters, we got Mega Man stealing weapons, we got sword Shoryukens. Like, what else could we ask for, you know? We got romance, betrayal. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things here in the cut with this one game, yo. This is what I'm gonna do, because we do got the so there we go. We don't need everything on screen, so that right there gives y'all a little more real estate in the chat. Impulse, how you doing tonight, Brody? Squad. Ooh, smoking one. Please take a couple extra puffs for your boy. I feel real bad that I went to Cali and did not cop anything while I was out there. Okay, editing some content. Active lurker in the building. Hello. Your lurk is very, very much so appreciated. Not gonna be mad at that. All right, I gotta switch my controls up a tad bit. So usually the way I like to kind of go about this is I like to put my dash on R1. And then we're gonna put we'll keep our Giga attack at R2. And then we will put L1 and L2 is rotating through my weapons here. Team Apple, I don't care. Look, bro, I'm all for Team Apple. Like, for the people that know what they getting into, like, I don't have no problem with that. Like, my problem is it's not you, because I know that you gonna tinker around enough with your phone to understand why you want it. But like, my issue with like people that choose iPhone is like, regardless what anyone says, you know what I'm saying? Because we've had conversations about sheep mentality plenty of times. I acknowledge that there are plenty of people out there that have picked and that have picked iPhone because it's what they prefer and it's what they've grown to love. But we also know that there's a wide range of people that pick iPhone simply because they feel like without iPhone they are nothing, because they don't want to be embarrassed with um a green chat bubble and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are doing it simply for the in crowd. It's like my whole thing. How do we want to do this? Do we want to run like a smooth look here? You know what I'm saying? Do we want to kind of put those like old school CRT pictures in there, kind of make it look like an old school TV, or do we just want raw pixels? Never understood the reason people change controls. I can actually show you. So okay. See, look, I'll show you very quickly. It'll be an easy explanation. This cutscene is terrible. We don't have to watch it. These sound effects are terrible. We don't have to listen to them. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna blow this up for a second. Okay. So I am going to go back to options, and I'm gonna set these controls back the way they were. Kinda. Okay. Is that... Yeah, okay, cool. So this sets the weapons back the way they were. Okay, so check this out. In this particular game, Mega Man X4, right? You've got a couple different commands. Now, your most important command is going to be one of your most important commands are going to be your jump, your dash, and then you can effectively combine them together to do a dash jump. Now, the thing is, when you're playing this on your controller, sometimes it can be very comfortable with your thumb to kind of mash across circle and X together to do your really fast jump, right? So the idea is, coming back in here, right? When we map our dash to R1, what that does now is it creates a more comfortable dash jump, because now instead of smashing two buttons and having to rotate through them, I can simply get a pinch motion going and I can jump easily, because I can just hold R1 and I can jump around. So in this particular game, it is something that essentially I do to make playing more comfortable. Because when you're playing this game and you've played it as much as I am, you're doing a lot of dash jumps to get through this stuff. Hot take, it's hard to win a MCS game that then to beat a boss in Elden Ring. What's MCS? Is that Madden? Or is that college? No, that's not college football, is it? I'm assuming that's Madden, but I don't know why it's MCS. I'm sure you'll explain to me why. But yeah, Madden comp, pro comp. I don't know. One thing I've never played like pro comp with Madden. Okay, just say smoother turns. Yeah, it's like, as you see now how much I'm actually jumping around like this. It kind of gets a little uncomfortable after a while when you're, just kind of holding on circle essentially and rolling off of circle with your thumb to hit X. So it just creates a more comfortable transition with those buttons. Your finger and thumb are, kind of designed for a pincher kind of grab over, just rolling back and forth. So, little ergonomics there, if you will. Madden Comp Series. LOL. I went 5-6 in the qualifiers. I might be, yeah, I might be mid. Look, bro, you did better than I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, Madden's not my cup of tea, but you 5-6, bro. Like, look, fighting games are my thing today, bro. And I kid you not, I did an hour stream earlier, and when I tell you on stream, I was hot. I went on like a 10-game losing streak, maybe 15-game fight win losing streak tonight. It was ridiculous. Oh, and I was hot. Like, but you know, so I mean, sometimes your game is your game, sometimes it's not. But you going 5-6, I mean, shit, you put up better numbers than I put up today, Brody. So, you know, congrats to you regardless. Hopefully you place. Let me see here. Only interest because of you and your homie. Yeah, hey, bro, that's it. You know, like, the thing is, like, that's good. Like, that, you know, that exposure is just invaluable, because it's like, it goes to say something like, don't get me wrong, when you're playing online with somebody, like, yeah, like, that absolutely is going to be like competitive experience, but there's another level of competitive experience when you're sitting next to somebody. You can see their body movement, you can see them getting uncomfortable, you can see them maybe doing some bullshit by the way that maybe they curl their lips, biting their lips, or looking around. Let's say here, hey, I beat this game years ago, and great game, Harold's Random Videos. What is that Harry? Is that Harry Otaku? Is that who that is? If so, welcome to the chat. If not, you know, Harold, welcome nonetheless. You gotta win to get to that level. I mean, yeah, you gotta win to get to that level, but I mean, at the same time, you know, like, when you get there, bro. Look, she was out here, she was just waiting for your boy. She said, take me, Zero. But we out here doing real things right now. We trying to save the world, you know? I was 18, I made it back. That's the point. Get fucked. 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 Alright, we out of here. Oh man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's been a tough day, man. It's been a tough day, you know what I'm saying? Like, away from the Madden hoopla, bro, has your day been alright today? Oh, okay, Harold. You know, welcome. You know, again, my name is Greg, aka Dad Pad Gaming. You see, we are right here in the actual Dad Pad here. Let me shrink my camera for you here. I was actually showing one of our other guests why sometimes gamers elect to change their controls around a bit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, here on Blur Lines Media, bro, we are a platform that's about chilling, catching good vibes. We do game reviews, we do podcasts. Sometimes we post multiple times a week. Sometimes we post once a week. All in all, you know, we just here for the good vibes. LOL, another day. That's good, bro. I gotta let's see. Oh yeah. Most definitely, dog. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you pop up over there, you know, once I get off the stream, I'll definitely check out your page and, you know, and the, you know, sub for a sub, all that good stuff. But yeah, bro. I had a friend today that just kind of in a rough spot. You know what I'm saying? And her in a rough spot kind of puts me in a rough spot in a sense. So it's been a day, but you know, like, sometimes that's just part of the deal in life, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we kind of making it through. cheesy cutscene.
Brave soldiers of Replifors, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human.
It's been hot. Where you at, bro?
This is about our liberty.
It's been pretty cool. I'm in Indianapolis, so it's been pretty cool here the last week. But you know, it can get fairly hot here.
Our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids. Our own
Reploids.
utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
Oh, Texas, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's funny. My boy Dominated Impulse, he's in Texas as well. I'm sure he could attest that, yeah, it does get hot in a motherfucker out there. Yeah, I don't want no parts of that. Actually,
The general has finally taken action.
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, like most of my homies are in Arizona, and I know that's a real level of heat too. And I don't want no smoke with either one. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, do y'all get humid? Like, I mean, like obviously, like Impulse. I know you been here, you there now. Like, is the heat comparable to like Indiana? Cause like my thing is like 85 degrees in California is 85 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, as we was there last week, we went to Disneyland. I'm mobbing around 40,000 steps, 35,000 steps in a day, and it's the middle of the sun. Like, and it's cool because 85 is 85, but you know, 85 here is, you know, gets that humid. So is Texas like dry heat, or are you dealing with that humidity there too? Because I can deal with 95 degrees dry heat, my boy. Oh yeah, Sigma always cheap. There's like little ways around him, but you know, he's a cheap dude. He's a real cheap dude. Austin is dry, yeah. Hey, if it's dry, I'm with it. I can take 95, 100 degrees easy in dry heat. I ain't gonna hold you up. Said Houston, Texas is a combo though. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I can do dry heat. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm super good. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you said Austin, Texas, because we was actually looking at moving to Texas at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily above it to go. But we got, you know what I'm saying, we got baby mamas and all of that. You know, me and my wife, we got 2 kids together and then 1 kid each from a previous situation. So kind of makes things a little sticky when I'm especially the custodial parent for my firstborn son, and so is she for hers. But you know, then you know, the courts and blah blah blah. It's a lot of red tape there. Sorry. This game was always such a feel-good game for me, right up until I get to Sigma at the end, and then it's not so much fun anymore. Ooh. I promise, Impulse, this game is not as easy as I'm making it look right now. I promise this is difficult. Nope. This is a game I've beat 1,000 times, dog. 1,000 times. So hey, so what are y'all playing right now though? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I know you playing college football and Madden. So, oh, I guess that's kind of really the thing. Like which one are you digging more now that both of them are out and on the market? College football or Madden? And as far as you go, Harold, like what are you playing right now? Are you on the retro wave right now? Are you playing anything modern? Like what's the play for you, man? You love them both, so they are they fairly different? Or are they kind of feeling the same? Cause I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of my concern with college football being back out. Like Madden over time has kind of like developed like that reputation for being fairly stagnant and not really innovating much from year to year anymore. So like it doesn't necessarily, do they feel alike? Like are they, I would assume that college football is like a bit of a faster paced game. Nigga, I know one of them is pro, one of them isn't, like in terms of like the game, but I'm talking about the feel of the game. Like do the games actually feel different? Because I remember at least like back in the day when we, PS2 days, college football actually, or I guess at the time it was just NCAA, it wasn't college football, but NCAA felt different than Madden. You know what I'm saying? So like, is there still a very distinctive like feel between the two games, or is it just like different teams but same game type shit? Get out of here, you stupid spiders. Let's see. I like both, but I mostly play PC games. Okay, what PC games are you playing? Oh, you said they did a good job for a change. So did they do a good job, like essentially with both? Did they do a good job with making these games feel different from each other? Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Spider. Zero. I've been expecting you. Spider, you work for Repliforce. Yes, I lead a renegade unit now. There's still time. Call off the coup. No. Okay. I'm gonna read that after this boss attempt. So we gotta come out, jump over, right? Shit. Oh, I almost fucked up. Don't get caught in the web. Don't get caught in the web. Ooh. Don't get caught in the web. Don't get caught in the web. Ooh. I should have went for double jump first. Oh, hey, while I'm in this boss battle and not reading your comment and post, I have to tell you, bro, you actually I just got back from Cali a couple weeks ago. You actually made a cameo appearance in my vacation, dog. So check this out, and you'll get it once I tell you. So we get to Cali, like that's where all my family is, except for like a chosen few that live in different states that still aren't Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So when I get there, the goal is to, oh shit, I almost had them too. The goal is to link up, obviously with as much family as possible. So my oldest sister, I actually almost missed her. I didn't see her at all until like the very last day I was in Cali. And when I seen her, what I said to her was, okay, I'm happy I seen you, because as of a few minutes ago, you were on the list. And I sat there and thought, like, why am I talking about putting people on the list, and what list is it? And then I just thought back, like, damn, we had that conversation like a couple days before I actually went out of town. Okay, let me see what you're saying though. No, like pro, like as in Madden and in need of football IQ. College football is faster but more cracked animations with no superstar abilities. Okay. They both look amazing and true to sites. Okay, cool. Next gen sports games are depth skill based now. Okay, that's what's up. With some cheesy aspects, yes. Yeah, I figured you would get a kick out of that. Yeah, so definitely, you inspired that moment. Let's see here. I was playing Chicken Police for a while on Steam. I've not heard of Chicken Police, but I'm curious. I guess I've had it for a couple years now, so it's not as meaty as it used to be. But I'm running a 370 Ti PC, and I should probably play more games on my PC than I actually do. It's kind of turned into a bit of an emulation machine. But I also, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up bad. I'm probably gonna lose this run. But yeah, it's definitely turned into a, well, the big thing is though, I actually do a lot of video editing. And that's one of the reasons why I try not to do a lot of modern gaming on my PC. But it's capable. I used to do a lot more with Game Pass, but this past Christmas, my wife gifted me a Xbox. So now I have all three consoles. So for that reason, I just don't game on my PC, just because the Xbox is a lot more convenient, and it saves room so I can do more video editing projects. No, fucking me up. You gotta shoot that web out. Damn. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna just get another PC. I ain't mad at that. I gotta get to a Colts game. Okay, or Chiefs. So you're trying to get to a Colts or a Chiefs game. Question. So Madden, Call of Duty, 2K, all third party, right? Yes. Well, technically Call of Duty isn't third party on Xbox anymore. It would be first party. Why does it seem like it's easier on Xbox? Like as far as, so why does what seem easier on Xbox? Like playing on Xbox? Is that what you're asking? Oh, you're saying that people, I really wouldn't be able to tell you. So, the only thing that I could assume is like, but people say cross-plat is the same. So it is the same in a sense, because so the way that you have to think about it is like with the cross-platform, it doesn't necessarily amp up the competition for particular games. I think it's a little different for shooters, because with shooters you're bringing on mouse and keyboard players if you decide to play cross-platform with PC, and having mouse and keyboard players, unless you have like a modded control with like paddles and shit on it, mouse and keyboard players in a shooter just have a different range of motion than a player with a standard controller has. But when you talk about like a fighting game or like a Madden and shit like that, the biggest deal with having a PC or having crossplay isn't necessarily more intense competition. It just gives you a bigger pool of players that you can play against, essentially. So, where, granted, if I'm playing if I'm playing a game and there's only 50 people online and all 50 of those people are on one platform, it's gonna be, oh shit. Fuck, I died. But yeah, 50 people online on one platform, it's easier to get everybody on one game versus if you have those 50 people and that maybe divvies out as 10 people on Xbox, 10 people on PlayStation, 10 people on PC, and then 20 people on Switch. I think that was 50 or however it goes. Then essentially what happens is those people have to work harder and spend more time finding a match. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily something that makes things more easy or difficult. It's a thing of, it just gives you a bigger pool to play in. It gives you a bigger community to play with when everyone's in one pool. Now what I will say is why Xbox players seem like they could be easier. And this is like, this is no shade, but the cost, the barrier to entry of Xbox is a lot lower. The Xbox, on all fronts, the Series X and the Series S at this point are fairly cheaper than the PlayStation. So we're gonna have to imagine that, if the barrier to entry is lower, yeah, there's gonna be some people that are hardcore gamers that just have to get what they can afford. But we're also going to get those people that may not be as invested and they just want a game. And maybe they just think they're good at Madden, so they're signing up for these competitions. So with that, you're going to run into a lot more, little Joeys that just have an Xbox because that's what mommy was able to buy them. You're going to have a lot more, a lot more Steves that just bought the Xbox says, hey, this is the easiest way for them to game. So I think that might have something to do with it, but this is all conjecture. Like, I wouldn't really be able to tell you, but, it just kind of is what it is. Fuck. Get off of that web. Fuck. Fuck. Missing all my free hits. Ooh. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah. Give me a second. Are you in our Discord already? Damn, I'm shitty. I lost that. I gotta start from the beginning. Start from the halfway point. Okay. That was so close. Do. I don't really need that. There's nothing I can do with it. Yeah, just let me know. Are you still in, I don't know if you ever were at our Discord, so just kind of let me know. Yeah, here. Webbed spider punk ass. Mm. 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 Yeah, that's a vibe. All right, let's see here. You can get back in here while you figuring that out. Come on, we gotta beat this fucker. That's the thing with, at least with me at this Mega Man, it takes you to beat like the first couple bosses, and then after that, the rest of them start falling in place. Ooh, got me with that stupid web. Damn. Bad run, bad run, bad run. Okay, give me a second. Come on, pop up in the middle, Brody. Let me get the 2 for 1 hit. You know what I'm saying? I still got it there. All right, come down. Expand your web. Domain expansion. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, shit. Get off, get off. Ah, damn, I didn't try to get off because I thought he was going to swing over and hit me. I had 1 hit left. You can't find it. You know, motherfuckers do be feeling away. I can pop into your channel if that's cool, bro. Or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping. Look like you got somebody in there already, so not sure who that is. If that's where I'm supposed to drop in to converse or not, but I guess just let me know. All right, cool. After this attempt, I'll pop in. Those 2. Got 2. Shit. Shit. Can't be giving out those free hits. All right, come on down. Shit. Got him. Finally. Shit. Alright. Pop it in here. Make sure I'm set up over here. Can you hear me alright? Oh. what's going on, brother.
From Madden. So with that being said, they're both on Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then if you take the top 10 MCS pro players, it's split down the middle. Half are on Xbox, half on PlayStation. But the top players are on Xbox. So
Right.
it's very hard for me to believe that people always say cross-platform is better for gaming because, like you say, it offers more players and a bigger player pool. But even in the Call of Duty sense, I'm sitting here with a PS5 and you got a 4090 with that flat surface and your mouse and keyboard and your 24 muscles in your arm. You're at an advantage.
Mhm.
So it's like, I don't understand how people want to say, well, nah, just play better or be better than animation or like that. I don't think it works that way, but I could be wrong.
So, I mean, that's what it goes back to. Like I said, it depends on the game. Like when you're playing a first-person shooter and you have frames, you have a frame advantage, you have a movement advantage because you got mouse and keyboard, and you just have a wider range of movement that you can do when you can just slap the keyboard to, you know, the space bars, for instance, to jump, and then your right hand by itself can aim, shoot, look down, sight, aim, shoot all on one hand. Because in reality, when you think about it, like, you know, I don't know if that's still the move, but I'm gonna know like at least a couple installments ago, that was the big move in Call of Duty. It's like,
I mean, now it's like
when you come
not to
across
cut
that
you off.
corner. Oh, go ahead.
It's like now, not to cut you off, but like
Yeah, zero's hard.
some of the things that we complain about in gaming, they didn't like change. Like in Madden, they've added the switch stick. So like, oh well, the AI can't do this. Okay, well now you gotta switch over to that user. And the next Call of Duty is gonna be omni movement. So there's no more slide cancel. There's no more cancel slide. Or you know what I like to complain about that LeBron jumping. Okay, in real life there kind of is omni movement if you're agile enough to do that. I guess I don't know. Like it'd be crazy to me.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time believing when people tell me one, Xbox is superior when they're getting killed 3-1 in console sales. Two, more people play Xbox, and three, Xbox doesn't have an easier software porting because it's like you screaming Xbox is better, people scream Xbox is better, but you just like me. And I said this after I seen this. Every person that plays fighting games, you just like the people that play Madden and Call of Duty every year. You might say your game offers more skill, but you just like us in a different way. So, you know, like when you Xbox is better, how?
Yeah,
But what
I mean, I don't necessarily think Xbox is better. I think Xbox does some things better than PlayStation, but I don't necessarily think that Xbox.
Yeah, I
is
agree.
better.
They do a few things better. Yeah, I can't. I'll be a hater if I say they don't do a couple things better. They definitely have the better controller. I don't think they have the better user.
I don't even
user
think they have the
interface.
better controller. I think that fuck, that was dumb of me. Fuck, Harold, why you let me do that, bro? But like I said, I don't really think they have a better controller at all. I think that you could maybe argue that last generation, but I think with the feel and like the additional bells and whistles that we get from the dual sense with like the haptic and the you know, triggers and the, you know, all the shit that we get with this, I think that these controllers are marketably better than Xbox. But you know that, you know, those are all things that are preferences at the end of the day, you know. So it's like,
But it's like, all right, do we put a race thing on it or an American thing? I just be wanting to understand because, like, even when you watch a game demo, like any game, it don't even matter the game. It's not Madden, Call of Duty, Elden Ring. Just like I pay attention to the weirdest shit. So like, you know, they'll show us like a finished rendered ported version that they want to show us in the trailer, whatever's going on, some details, woo woo woo. But like, I'll look at like, all right, who is this for? The Xbox guy or the PlayStation guy, especially if it's a non-exclusive. And it's always Xbox buttons, always. Especially if it's like multi-platform, it's like for everybody. So it's like,
well, a lot of times what that is it's a marketing deal.
I'm about to say, but more people have bought the PlayStation.
Yeah, and that's all it is. Microsoft got that money, so they're signing those marketing deals to bring over those games to be shown on Xbox. It's not that, you know, the control is more preferred or anything other than the fact that they've paid to have those games demoed.
My man's just saying he about to get 2K25 and he about to get it on Xbox. I think he's still in the Discord. You still in the Discord, Marco? But we just want to test to see, like, is it easier? Is sport? Because I've always felt like sports games are kind of been made for Xbox. They wanted to show that Mustang American muscle. That was what Bill Gates wanted to initially build the system on, and they kind of did that. NFL Fever was fire in NBA Inside Drive, Top Surf, Spin It, tennis. Like those games were they were giving Madden a run for their money too. In NBA Live a run for their monies, but you know, Xbox, they wanted to do something else with their IP and their licensing. So I still think that it's still more tailored for a sports game. But it's like, if that's the case, just say Xbox is slightly better. Just like you'll never get anybody who plays Call of Duty to not believe the PC player is at an advantage. Like you'll never get anybody to say that ever. And it ain't like we're hating. It's just like, come on, bro. All you gotta do is click a mouse on somebody.
Yeah. I mean, it's easier to play with shit. It's easier to play with mouse and keyboard for that reason. I mean, like I said, all you gotta do is put the mouse on somebody. You point and shoot. You know, there isn't necessarily a full-on aim. You know, and a lot of times they don't even have to aim down sight because of the fact that
we'll say they don't even gotta aim down sight. I gotta actually stop running to aim at you.
Yeah. So
it's just an interesting conversation, and it's just like, all right, you might just be bitter because you lost today, bro. Nah, well, maybe, but it's just, I know some things shouldn't happen because it's like when I'm playing all the PlayStation guys today, that even the guys that I lost to, all our games is down to like the wire. But Xbox dudes is getting these miracle clips you see on YouTube, you know. I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't this mid, bro. What's going on?
Yeah. I mean, it's just coincidence, dog. Like I said, in those certain instances when you talk about frames and such, but it's just on the Xbox side, it's just a pool of players. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so do you think more people have an Xbox than PlayStation?
No, that would be a dumb assumption to have. There's literally numbers that show that's not the case. You know?
Okay. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Now, when we say numbers, there's data, and I say they're getting killed in the sales. It's not even close anymore. But I personally think if you go outside and ask the average person, they're probably gonna have an Xbox. NFL guy.
I don't think so. I don't.
You want to test our theory? Hey, winner buys the loser lunch.
Yeah,
I think more people will have that Xbox and PlayStation. Like the real gamer guys, like me and you, that we might run into, they gonna have an Xbox. I mean, they gonna have a PlayStation. Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, you feel me? Those are the PlayStation. I mean, Xbox people for sure.
So my thing is, when you say this, are you referring to somebody that owns an Xbox or owns an Xbox and that is their only like console that they're gaming on? And yeah, Harold, that was very easy. Gotta love that.
How many people own more than one console that's not like a content creator? Because technically, I own two consoles. I have a PC and a PlayStation. So, but I'm also a content creator. So that's like here nor there.
I mean, there's some people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like
more people.
I think.
Even in the conversations, I have more people. Even if they own two, they be like, "I got my PlayStation to play Spider-Man, and I never touched it again. Everything else is on Xbox." Well, why? Is it because it's easier? Is it because the ecosystem or your friends is on? So a lot of people tell me, "You the only dude I know with PlayStation." I've heard that before, and I'm like, for real? No way.
I think a lot of that too also has to do with like Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Because like
that initial Game Pass was a crazy word on my mind.
Oh yeah. But I do think that's what some of it has to do with, because initially with Game Pass, it was one of those things. Damn, this shit is going up. Oh. Should I take it? I'll take that too. All right, I'm here for it. But yeah, when like you said, the initial deal with Xbox, with Game Pass was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The way they was out here,
you couldn't
basically
beat it.
giving
I
away
ain't even
games.
gonna lie. Yeah, it was giving away games and the system. The system paid for the games, or the games paid for the system. However you want to look at that, you couldn't lose. So it's like, I feel y'all. I understand why y'all got it. Especially, it's like Series X right now is what, like $150, $160 right now. Cool, you know what I'm saying?
Is it
You got
that
a
cheap
little
now?
cousin. I was about to say, you got a little cousin you don't want to really invest too much money into, man. Go grab you a little Minecraft and a controller. You go. Series X. So I don't know. Less than $200 investment. You got a low grade 4090.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where it kind of comes from. Like when you talk about Xbox and like why so many people have it now, so the barrier of entry is so low. It's almost like, why would you not have one? It's like even me having a Series S. A Series X. The reason I got my Series X is because it was like this past Christmas they were on sale for like $300. So it's like, all right, I guess I'm getting an Xbox. As someone that is a gamer that tries to kind of touch as many games and get as many experiences as I have, and you telling me I can have a console that is arguably as powerful as my PS5 for almost half the price, like, all right, sure, sign me up. I'll check it out, see what's over there. So I mean, there's a lot of things, but like I think that's why some people would kind of echo that sentiment of, oh well, I got this for Spider-Man, I never touch it again. But also you have to kind of question what kind of gamer that is, because the reality is this: like, a lot of us love Spider-Man, but a lot of us that came to PlayStation from day one, or or PlayStation fans for the long haul, or even like some people that you would consider to be quote unquote hardcore gamers, aren't buying a PlayStation for Spider-Man. Spider-Man is something that you're going to get, something that you're going to play, something that you'll have fun with, no doubt. But we're not buying the console for Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So, a couple things come into question when people say things like that. Because I ain't doing it.
But me and you are real gamers. And honestly, look, I think even 2 years ago, year and a half ago, I think it was before I moved to Texas. All that rah-rah I was talking. I gave you a shout out in the video, so when you see it, don't I ain't trying to big bro you, but after competing in this MCS and doing some Madden, some Call of Duty shit, I feel like now there's different levels of gamers. First off, my it's gonna be part 2 of my series. There are guys who play Madden, and what is it? Just because you play Madden doesn't make you a Madden guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, there are levels to casuality in all games. You might play Elden Ring just because it's hot right now, and somebody told you to play. You have no idea what it's about. You're still a casual in that genre. You don't become a hardcore gamer just because you played Elden Ring.
Right.
You don't become a super comp level Madden player just because you blast everybody on your friends list or who you go online with. You gotta
absolutely.
go to tournaments. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the people who are taking it. Yeah, who are taking it as serious as you. So with that being said, I got a new level for hardcore gamers. The people who are in the MCS circuit, even though they're playing Madden, they're hardcore gamers.
Oh yeah,
the people
they're competitively playing at competition level. Like you gotta get it.
But the consensus is, hey, you're playing Madden, is easily accessible. You can pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it don't work that way. I don't think so. At least.
I don't. Now, I'm sure there are some people out there that might have that sentiment and look at things that way. I don't necessarily see it that way. Now I do
Lay it on me, no daddy.
So I do see that, you know, there is a brand of gamer out there who, again, is strictly, hey, I'm playing 2K, I'm playing Madden, I'm playing Call of Duty, and I'm playing GTA when they come out, you know, every 7 to 8 years. Like, those gamers are out there, and those gamers can be hardcore gamers at what they like. But in the grand scheme of things, they are kind of like the basic bitch in gaming. You know what I'm saying? They are the MCU fan of gaming. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is when you ask an MCU person, you know, somebody that, yeah, you like superheroes? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You like comic books? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the MCU. And it's like, bro, I said comics. I said superheroes and comics. You said the MCU. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they just, you know, those kind of people label themselves there. So it's kind of like that vibe. Like, for instance, I took an Uber to take my son.
If I play 100 matches against Xbox niggas and they win all 100, somebody gonna say, damn, bro, I know you ain't this sad. What's going on?
But anyway, I was saying though, this morning I took my son to school, right? Had to take an Uber to get him there. So as I get in the Uber, the truck driver says, the Uber driver says to me, "Oh yeah, you know, I game, you know, I play games, whatever." And me being the black guy, him being a white guy, and him saying he games, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I game too." He asked me, "So what do you play?" And you know what I said to him? I said, "You know, I play a little Call of Duty, some 2K." Is what I said to him. And you know, he went from, "Oh, you play? What do you play?" to, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I play a little bit of that. Yeah, that's cool." And kind of dismissed the conversation until I said, "You know, lately I've been playing retro games on my PC, been playing this old JRPG." He said, "Oh, yeah, yeah," and then he was in. You know what I'm saying? And that's bullshit. Just, but that's the vibe that it gives off though when you ask somebody about gaming, because it's like everybody at this point has seen the MCU film. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, testament to it, bro. Look, last week I went to go see Deadpool, right? And when I went to go see Deadpool, when I get up at the end of the movie, bro, I kid you not, it's two 70-year-old women sitting in the movie theater walking out.
Wow.
Just the way it goes. Everyone has seen one. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah. Streaming? You okay? I'm sure you are.
I need to be like him, y'all. I ain't live right now. I just said that. I need to be like you when my lady called.
Oh, okay. So did you you didn't do the deposit, you just scheduled it or whatever? Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. So what is so it's the same arrangement, or is it technically a different one? Okay. Okay. I cannot remember where I go to get my my double jump. Oh, you did? What was that? That floor you thought it was on? Yo, Harold, where do I get the double jump from? It's escaping me right now. Is that the Lion? Do I go to the Lion to get the double jump? Maybe about another hour and some change. All right, love you too. All right.
That boy sound like me the other day when I hit the mic after this.
Oh
that
yeah, when you
touchdown.
slammed that. Hey, that video was fucking hilarious, dog. I seen that shit. I was like, oh, this nigga's fried.
Hey, I had to get that touchdown. It was bragging rights.
Is it?
I got a bad habit of reading the chat in heated of moments, so it's like Kobe can't see what you talking about in the stands. He's just out there doing him.
Right,
I really got to go into that mode.
Things, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Here.
but I also say that's why I gotta be like you, because when I be streaming, I be like, man, I'm not answering this phone. I'm at work. If I was in the steel mill, would you be able to just readily call me or access me?
Yeah, you right.
I mean, but what we do is different, so there's a level of flexibility that need to be offered, I guess.
Right. 1, 2 special 0 lines from the bleeding. All right, so we gotta go fight Split Mushroom, punk ass. Let's go.
I seen that little cookie place made some more headlines over on Twitter, or somebody was talking about them.
The cookie plug.
Yeah.
Man.
They still in business though. Like, ain't nobody shut them down. So, it got to mean that some level of cost of operations is being hit. If ain't nobody, they still got doors open and lights on.
So did you know what I've been kind of getting my bag and doing like marketing and shit for restaurants, creating content for them and shit, right? So I don't know if you saw the initial video from them, but it was rough.
Yeah, I heard of it. I heard about it.
Yeah,
I heard about the reaction.
X4
They-
that allows you to play as those not buried enemies from the intro level. Those fat ball-shaped robots who throw grenades at you. Why would anybody want to play with those when you got 0 and X?
I don't know.
Direct, welcome to the stream, but I do not want to play as one of those fat robots that throw bombs.
Since I got you in the Discord, I'm gonna need your tutelage on the audio. I'm trying to figure out a way to split all my channels. So like, my Discord is one channel, so like, I can still be live. And then if me and you are talking right now, the stream wasn't here. You feel me? Like, it would be its own channel.
So,
or I'm just about to say I'm about to just grind.
What
Go
are
get
you?
me
What
the Elgato mixer.
What software are you using for like your sound?
I ain't using no software. I'm just using straight OBS manual of mixing.
Oh, okay. What I can do is there's a video I can send you that will show, which I actually need to like delete my software and like reinstall everything because my shit's fucked up after some update went through. But
yeah, we got a Windows update like 2 days ago. I'm going through that same shit.
Yeah, but
I hate it. That's why I like Apple.
Right.
We walked into that one, did it?
Yeah, look, I'm talking about Apple versus Android. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Android. Look, I was telling your man, there's two things can be true on the sense of Android is clearly the more superior carrier, and Microsoft is about 85% of all computers in the world. So Apple is a very, very small piece of the market share on the phones and the computer side.
Yeah,
but
on the like the worldwide level, yeah.
Yeah, but if you know what you're doing, like if you really know what you're doing, except for in gaming, you probably gonna get an Apple. Yeah, and it ain't no knock at what PC or the open software has to offer. It's just like it's shit that's like built into it, encoding is already done for you, so you ain't gotta. Like me and you just say, yo, the update just hit, so we got to go back and refresh this driver. And now Apple gonna do that for us. I wonder what's the trade-off though. I mean, damn near got a ride with Apple. They went against court. They went against the government in court and won.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said no, we are not unlocking our phone. We standing on that, bro. Nah, this is for Amy Jo in Iowa somewhere. Whatever she got on that phone, that's her phone. We ain't unlocking it. I don't know how to unlock it. And I'm pretty sure there's somebody in the world that could unlock it.
Oh yeah,
but we just gonna hire them.
Yep.
No, that's what you do.
That's what Apple does. You know what I'm saying? Like Apple does a lot of things really, really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't take that from them at all. because they are some of the smartest when it comes to shit like that, because they know before they allow themselves to get outsmarted, they gonna just they're just gonna hire whoever is out. Fuck, dumbass me. They're just gonna hire whoever outsmarted them, and that's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't beat them, join them. If you can't join them, let them join you.
Imagine if Apple called you right now, yo, dad pad, blurred lines, come join the ecosystem. We about to give you this, this, and this. I bet you throw that damn Android in the trash.
Nope, I wouldn't.
Oh, I gotta hear this, cat. I gotta hear this.
No, I wouldn't.
Tell me more. If Apple called you right now and said, yo, we giving you a deal, you and your team a deal, the only consensus is you gotta use an iPhone, you're saying no?
So this is my thing. I wouldn't use it.
Wow.
Like if they was giving me a bag, paying me to do it, yes. But just, hey, we got a deal. We're gonna give you free products. Use our products. No, I have no interest in using our products.
Look, I'm looking at it like this, in the sense of Tiger Woods was on Nike, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't see him in anything else but Nike, so you can wear whatever you want. You can use your Android whenever you want, but like publicly, nah, you gotta use his iPhone. That's what I'm saying. It ain't like you gotta use this to take the deal. It just seems like it will only make sense. Like you work for a company, they make a product, go use their product. Like I've always wondered why people get an iPhone to download Spotify when Apple Music is built in and is much better. But that's just my opinion. You know, people like options, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. Apple's smart enough to give you those options on their device. But there's limitations too. So, you know, there's give and take.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and like I said, it'd be one of those things. Like I wouldn't use it. Like if it was one of those things,
I wouldn't lose it.
I just wouldn't, bro. Like ain't no way around it. Like I just wouldn't.
This guy,
I'm about to get fucked up.
I gotta get in my dad pad bag to write this Madden review. I think this might be the best Madden ever made and the worst Madden ever made at the same time.
Let me catch up with the chat real quick. What we got here? Also, play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and Master Duel on PC. Sometimes I play Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man is a classic. Everyone should go back and play it from time to time. What I'll tell you about Duel Links, Harold, is I found out the hard way that Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't just, you know, a simple card game. That shit is fucking complex.
Oh, my man's was telling me that.
So you can absolutely positively have Yu-Gi-Oh! Because a nigga like me will not be banished to the Shadow Realm. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, that shit is fucking complicated. And I got like, I played Duel Links. I had it on my cell phone. I had a couple little cool little monsters and whatnot. And then as I'm trying to pull the monsters and I'm figuring out you gotta have futuristic, back pace, ritual summons, and then you gotta have certain cards to even get to something. I'm like, man, this is more than that. So what I'll tell you is I do enjoy some Pokemon trading card game. You know what I'm saying? That's where I get my trading card game fixed when I need it. Let's see here. It does have some interesting level design, plus you get to have Colonel X Zero fight all at once. You can also get the ultimate armor going through a light capsule and not bear. What? Interesting.
Oh my god! Why the fuck you didn't catch that?
This is a crazy mind you talking about, Direct. Spotify is nice to use. I'm not really big on Spotify. If I really had to pick, I'm going Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify.
Tidal in 2024?
I love Tidal, dog.
People still use Tidal for real?
Used it?
Damn. For real?
Have you actually used it before, bro?
Yeah. I got Tidal.
I love it.
To get my free Jay-Z album.
I love it, dog. Like it.
I think I stopped using Tidal when Kanye said this is how Jay-Z was stealing money from me, and he's like, okay, he was like, nah, real shit. He was like, okay, this year, he was like, in this year, if I had the top song and it was getting this many plays. How is it that Tidal only paid me this many dollars? Like, there's a clip on the internet, like him breaking it down. Like, he was calm as fuck about it. So it's like,
I'm sure.
fuck Tidal.
Kanye be knowing what he be talking about.
And I think it came with like my phone carrier, so I used it at the time. I think it was like Sprint. I don't remember. But I didn't even know people still use Tidal. That's fire.
Oh yeah,
I fuck with you. Wakanda forever to the death. Even though
not even that. Like it offers the best sound quality, and in addition to that as well, it does pay the artist the highest payout of any other streaming platform as well. So.
I think that goes back to that's a different conversation personally. Let me tell you why.
Why
Mariah Carey is the only artist that will ever get paid $1 a song, and she gets 75% of her revenue in 1 month of the year. So
but Mariah Carey also owns majority of her musical catalog too, though.
Before we get to that, this is like the inception of streaming. Like
Boom.
Yeah, it helps that you own some of your music, but I don't even think she owned some of those songs at the time when she signed this streaming deal to get $1 a song. I think it was mostly predicated on the Christmas specials and all that.
Yeah.
Long story, not so long. If you got the right deal, like a 21 Savage, like he basically got the kick deal, the 95-5 split. Like, I'm out here getting organic traction without the label, without y'all resources. So why do I need y'all? All right, cool. We're going to give you a couple M's under these terms. You put out X amount of dollars and you basically, like I said, you get 95.5. So it's like if you negotiate your publishing or your distribution the right way, streaming ain't going to fuck you. And it's not predicated on the platform. It's like me saying, yeah, bro, I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, but my Facebook shit don't do nothing. Well, what am I doing over there on the Facebook platform? You know what I'm saying? Am I talking rah-rah shit that would get me maybe suppressed over on Kick and YouTube? Am I doing something different? Am I giving more informative videos? So like when I'm live, people might want to tap in. It's just like we blame too many factors that we can't control and just trying to like negotiate yourself into the best space.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He said $1 or something.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even tell you what Mariah Carey get paid, but I believe it's $1 a song.
Nah, it's only she's the only one. She's the only one on Spotify. It'll never be like that again.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like not even Drake. Like not even Drake. You getting $1 a song, baby?
Yeah, Mariah Carey always had like crazy special deals too, though.
He was one of them.
I think that also comes from like where she been at too, and she was humping on dude that owned Virgin Records for a while too, though. You know what I'm saying? So
I have heard that. I've heard that story, but
yeah, so she probably just kind of know the game.
I was about to say, Omar, I've been watching The Wire. There's two things I do when I get really sad and depressed. I watch Get Rich or Die Trying, or I watch The Wire. And one of my favorite lines in The Wire is what Omar and everybody say, the game is the game. Because a lot of people don't believe that. I always tell people that the evil person in The Wire is the city of Baltimore itself. It's not the cops. It's not the gangsters. It's literally the corrupt institutions, and that's what that's the story they're trying to tell you. But the game is the game. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing we can do about it but just laugh.
No,
I think I might have to add they clone Tyrone to that list of my sad depression movies, but that actually makes me laugh a little bit because it's probably one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
It's fucking crazy.
Like it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. I think I should try to reach out to dude and be like, bro, I love your movie, bro. Do my podcast. Like, I'll be telling all my friends, bro. like that motherfucker was fire, and I still don't think people understand it.
I don't. You know what? It's funny you say that because that does wrap back around to the iPhone conversation in a sense too. You know what I'm saying? Because and people give me such a hard time sometimes for standing on business when it comes to iPads and Apple and all that shit with on the phone front. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock what they do with the PCs. What they do in terms of computers is a wild fucking business. You know, and I'm not gonna knock that shit. But you know, we've all heard these conversations. We've heard the sentiment of women be like, oh yeah, if I'm texting a nigga and he got a green bubble, I don't even want to text this nigga no more. And it's not it is not funny he it's dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if your chat is live, but I don't want to sound too bitter and jaded. I think sometimes our culture puts people in boxes. Because not only have I heard that, I be hearing women say, I don't want no grown man playing video games. And I'm like, I got more money right now than you.
They don't want you playing video games a lot of times. They just want you out in the streets cheating on them instead.
You feel me?
It's okay.
I got more money than you. But there's a level of misogyny that the modern woman will accept because tangibly, this is what she's been conditioned, that clone Tyrone, to accept. Mm-hmm. And then so it's like I kind of feel you on that. I ain't getting no iPhone because in whatever simulation of this matrix that you're living, that could be the one thing that's keeping you divergent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel it. Like as crazy as it sounds, I feel it, but some other people don't.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, shit, I like what I like, and I'm not gonna conform just because of what y'all want me to do, what y'all like. God damn it. If I'm gonna pay $1,400 for a phone every 2-3 years, I'm gonna pay $1,400 for the phone that I fucking want. And if it got green bubbles on it, oh fucking well. Suck it.
It's not to come to the point though, we just gonna have one phone.
Yeah.
Cause they damn near the same.
Yeah. I mean, since Steve Jobs died anyway, all they're doing is like really doing all the shit that Android has been doing for years. They just
it ain't even that. It ain't even that. A lot of this shit just come with the lawsuit from the EU. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
chargers and shit
like
catching on fire and shit like that. So it ain't even the designs that they want to do. Is like it just took them a minute to make this a special Apple Lightning cable. So now when it fuck up, which it shouldn't, because every cable in your house is pretty much a Lightning cable. That's why I kind of upgraded my phone. It's a little easier to just have a charger anywhere now. Yeah. But when I be asking people, bro, you got a charger? And I'm like, nah, bro, you got an iPhone. I'm like, nigga, you got a charger, bro. You got an Android. I know your shit fit mine. Like, oh, bro, what?
Yeah, I mean, USB-C. Like it's a standardization now. And I think
Lightning
that shit
was cool for the era.
Yeah, but it's like USB-C has been the superior technology now for how fucking long?
About a decade.
Yeah.
But it was, patents. IP, what I tell people, intellectual property is priceless.
And that's all it was, like it was to the point where after a while Apple was just able to charge you for it. Or
I ain't got a new charger when I bought
people.
my phone in like 20 years. Real shit. Real shit.
I forgot that this nigga stand on business. Yeah, shit. I don't remember the last time I bought a charger either, but I also been using.
I bought chargers. No, I bought chargers. I don't remember the last time I got a phone and the charger came with it.
Oh yeah, nah. That don't happen no more. You might get a cord.
Android will bless y'all. Android,
you're not gonna get the box though. You might get a cord.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get the charger box. You're not gonna buy that separate,
which is crazy. But shit, it's
capitalism. Since I got you in the Discord, how you feel about this this presidential shit? Because I done lost a couple people. I think I made a post and said follow like Impulse Gaming, and unless you're like a Harris supporter and then it's like somebody like wowed it, but it's like before you even wow it, you're not even feeling my side of it. You're just like, all right, I should just blindly support this person. But what about my lifestyle or my business or who I got, who I'm supposed to be backing? I'm just like, I can't just do what y'all want me to do. Like, I gotta ask questions. I gotta go do my research. I gotta go see what she's about to go support. I gotta go see what she's telling y'all she's gonna do, but then flip the script, because you'll be dumb to think that a politician really listens to his people.
Yeah, I get that to a certain extent. I was kind of weary of Kamala. I would prefer for Kamala to win. Whether or not Kamala has won my vote yet, I can't really say. Because at this point, my options are really to vote for Kamala or just not vote. That is what I'm saying. I just don't know if she's.
And they say that's
won
more
my
dangerous, which is crazy.
Some people do say that. Yeah, I mean, but then it comes back to a smaller pool. Oh man, this stage is easy. Just saying, the stage itself isn't too bad, but I'd be fucking up on this boss.
First off, I always appreciate when I can rap with you or chat with you on your streams or make content. This is my thought process. The lesser of two evils is still evil. Even a little bit of poison to kill you. So there needs to be a complete shakeup in all of this. And I don't know if Kamala. I want to make sure I learn her name correctly so I don't piss people off. I like thinking of being facetious. I don't know if she's representative of what I got going on right now as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, not just even as a black man, because I think personally we've shifted past racism and everything is classism. So in the Hunger Games, one of my favorite parts of the movie is how everybody's broken up in the districts, and then we turn off the movie and don't realize that we 12 districts. I'm in Texas right now. I'm in the industry district. You're in Indiana right now. You're in the healthcare district. Should I keep going up?
Yeah,
or the Midwest?
It's funny to say that. Like one of my homies actually made a post on Facebook a couple weeks ago that said, y'all can watch Hunger Games and respect the respect them rising up. Y'all can watch Star Wars and y'all cheer for the rebellion and not for the Empire. You know what I'm saying? He just went on and on to list all these movies where he was like, y'all cheer for the Rebel Alliance in all of these movies. But then when the shit happens in real life, everybody wants to revolt against the rebellion and act like they're the problem. Like, you can sympathize with it when it's romanticized, but when it's right in front of you, you're too stupid to realize that the people that you find to be rebelling against the status quo are actually trying to help you. And I do think that's true to a certain extent. But as far as Kamala, I think Kamala, I think is how you properly say her name.
Kamala.
Yeah, but what kind of has my interest with her, not necessarily, is not her. I think that she's fine. I do want to highlight that the biggest thing that people always kind of highlight with her is, she locked up thousands of men in California for weed. Yeah, she's not for us. Thousands of black men. Not true.
Yeah, they said only a couple of those was
it was
actual state charges. The rest was infractions they got through out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I did my homework on that. I looked that shit up.
And that shit was crazy, but shit like that gets spread around and people run around and echo things, you know what I'm saying? It is not even a thought of your own. It's just some shit that you heard that you didn't even think to go look up. You saw a headline and you ran with it. Yeah. Then they got a pixel of health left. I'm trash. I am so trash at this game. But really what has me interested as far as what Kamala is doing is her vice president, dog. This cat right here is somebody who has, I want to say in Utah, if I'm correct,
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. There we go. Thank you.
Minnesota, Wisconsin. My bad.
They both cold. They both snow. You know what I'm saying?
You live on Kick too? I mean, Twitch too?
Where that nigga senator from?
Yeah, but this is a cat who's pushed, you know what I'm saying, paid leave, extended paid leave for fathers and mothers, when babies are born. He's, brought back in, decisions on abortion, all types of shit that he's done for working class and middle class people in his state. And this is a dude who comes from middle class. This isn't somebody that was born in politics, who's a career politician. This is somebody, I want to say he had a regular ass career. He transitioned into being a teacher for 20 years, a high school teacher. And then was fuck it, I'm gonna get into politics. I could probably do better than these niggas. And then
I kind of think those type of people with the right ideology are the best people because they come from the people.
Yeah.
one of my favorite lines, and this is why I always tell people, y'all got to show me an MCU movie besides Captain America: Winter Soldier that's better than the Snyder cut of DC. Absolute power, absolute corrupts absolutely. So
I
it's
did
like,
not love that Snyder cut, man. That shit was alright. But
nah, the Snyder cut was actually fire. I'm talking about the whole era, like that era. Like it just didn't get justice because it was compared so much to the MCU. But
I think it got compared to the MCU because of the way that they went about handling their business, though.
The marketing maybe, but the movie BVS is still like, give me Man of Steel, BVS, and Wonder Woman against the top 3 MCU movies, and I guarantee you it might be
Batman versus Superman.
For sure. I'll die on that hill.
You wild
For sure,
out,
Wonder
bro.
Woman.
You wild out, man.
For sure, Wonder Woman.
And I can't say much for Wonder Woman. I personally fucking hate Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, and what's crazy about me, I don't know if you've ever noticed or like if you ever see me on stream playing games where I can customize characters, I'm always going for the woman. I'm always customizing.
I peeped that, but I just
yeah.
thought you were like, feminist girl power because you got daughters.
Yeah, I mean, part of that, but even I've always been that way. I was that little boy in the 90s who lied and told all his friends that Wolverine was his favorite X-Men because I couldn't tell the fellas that my favorite X-Men was Storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Storm.
Bro.
Storm.
Bro.
Storm.
I don't know if you can see this behind me. Let me.
He said Storm, Jack.
Storm. You sleeping
Halle
on
Berry?
Storm? Fuck no.
What's her name?
Fuck
Aurora Monroe?
Yes, but the Fox version of Storm is the most watered down garbage fucking Storm.
She said, you know what happens to a toad when it gets caught in lightning?
That shit was terrible.
It might mean the worst one-liner in comic movie
history.
ever.
Yeah, I ain't even mad.
But she was bad when she said it. It just was terrible.
Yeah, look,
Storm.
I don't know if y'all can see this back here in chat.
Oh man, I don't know. I just learned something today. What they say, you learn something new every day in this
You
world.
still playing Matter?
I definitely just learned something today. Storm.
Yeah, Storm. Wow. That's my girl, man.
I thought you was about to say, because you a thinker or something. I thought you was about to say like Beast. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the Brotherhood.
Nah.
Mr. Sinister. You feel me? Cable.
So Chad, if you can see that back there. That is a 2-foot Storm statue that costs $600 with a real cloth Storm and a concrete tornado statue sitting back there. It is one of my prized possessions. Okay?
It look clean.
Yeah. I fucking adore Storm. That's my girl. Storm is a fucking dog, bro. Like when you I think a lot of people kind of like misconstrued and don't really understand what her abilities are. But
the ability to control weather makes you a.
But that's the thing,
Omega level.
It's not
anyway.
It's not the ability to control weather. Her power is to actually manipulate atmospheres on planets. She's a fucking terraforming machine of a woman. Nigga, she can essentially explode the air molecules within your
versions of Starfire.
Yeah, like she essentially could just explode the air molecules in your lungs and you would fucking die before you even knew it was happening. Like Storm, like in the reality of it, like if they do her right, is fucking overpowered as fuck. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you watch X-Men '97?
I watched a few episodes. I wasn't.
Like a lot of X-Men '97, I have to give them credit for, was them. Yes, I got that. Was them trying to kind of like wash some of the wrongdoings of the Fox movies out of the like mythos of the X-Men. And I don't know. I think it was episode 2. You know, there was the moment when all the X-Men they pulled up on the Sentinels ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? And once there was too many Sentinels out there, Cyclops backed up and he said, "Hey, Storm, do your thing." And Storm comes in, and what does she do? She wipes out like 100 Sentinels by herself within seconds. Because that's how my girl gets down, bro. Like, Storm is a fucking dog. They just made her a bitch in the movies, bro. I fucking hate those movies for that, bro. But yeah, nonetheless, I've always fucked with female characters. Cannot fuck with Wonder Woman, bro.
I always, but that's the most oxymoron thing I've ever heard in my life. I fuck with female characters. I don't fuck with Wonder Woman.
Bro, even in the chat, my boy Ray said it. Storm OP as fuck.
See, you didn't even give me credit. I just said that.
Yeah, hold on.
I said she was a level mega mutant. She
yeah, I
cool.
heard you. Yeah,
I just wouldn't put her on my. She ain't on my draft board. It's like
yeah,
10 X-Men.
I'm
it's 10
Storm.
X-Men I'm choosing before Storm for sure. 10, definitively. For real?
Shit, Storm.
10 X-Men.
Storm is at the top of the list, like favorite or not, bro.
Nah, Magneto, Deadpool, Wolverine.
I'm saying though, if you have Magneto and Storm on your team, the two of them alone can destroy the entire planet.
I got Deadpool and Wolverine.
Wolverine breathe air, right?
It's cool. He'll be back. Just take his skeleton somewhere, throw it in a chamber.
But that's what I'm saying. Hey, if you breathe air, Storm can kill you. Easy. So like that's what it comes down to. Like, if you breathe air, again, Storm can literally explode the atmosphere of oxygen within your lungs, bro. So like, the only way you can kill Wolverine essentially is to suffocate the nigga. Because you can chop off his head, but if someone's dumb enough to put his head back on top of his shoulders, the shit will reattach eventually and he'll reanimate. The only way you can kill this nigga essentially is to suffocate him. Like, who can do that without getting close to him? Not many, bro. So your Weapon X niggas is dead. Deadpool and Wolverine can't do nothing. Again, but you put Magneto and Storm on the team together, that enough is enough to destroy or subdue most planets. We got one nigga that's going to interrupt the entire magnetic pull of the planet. The other motherfucker is going to fuck with the atmosphere of it.
Yeah, that was sick. I did watch that episode when that nigga fucked up though. I was like, oh,
yeah, that shit was wild.
I was like, oh, it's this guy.
That nigga woke up from the nap and was like, no more. We're done with this.
I was like, oh, okay. I see what he on. I might be the only person that does not use Streamlabs, and I never will.
Streamlabs?
I fucking hate Streamlabs. That shit's cheap.
Yeah, I use Streamlabs for...
I use the alerts, but it's like my alerts.
That's all I use.
Going off. My alerts don't even be going off. Like, I'm damn near about to stop putting content back on Facebook. I'll be trying to stream over there. I hate it.
We gotta get caught up. Let me see. Okay. Let me get up. Y'all. Let me get up. So let's see. Storm OP as fuck. Hey, Harold is the reason why he's considered an Omega mutant. Yep, of course. In the movies, they made Storm look weak as fuck for real. Yes, they did. Hell, those movies really toned down all the mutants. Yeah, they low-key did tone down all the mutants.
Except for Wolverine?
Yeah,
he's the only one that was
down,
Wolverine and Magneto was the only one that was really turned up.
Jubilee. I'll give you Wolverine. I'll give you Wolverine. I'll give you Magneto. Magneto absolutely was still doing Magneto shit in the movies. And I got in an argument with some people too, because I said that despite the fact that X-Men 3, I think X-Men 3 is an okay superhero movie. I think it's a terrible X-Men movie though.
Last Stand? I agree with that.
And then
I think it's both. It's a terrible movie and a terrible X-Men movie.
Oh no, I think it's a good superhero movie, but it's a terrible X-Men movie. And the reason I say it's a good superhero movie is because you get to see a lot of superheroes do a lot of fun shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's Michael Bay-esque.
Yeah, like you just
some
get
explosions.
Superheroes do superhero and supervillains do supervillain shit. Like the story,
it's Expendables, bullets and brains.
Exactly. Like the movie, like the story is like whatever. you know, we got something that's gonna neutralize the superheroes. Super fucking generic. But when you talk about, oh, go ahead.
The problem with the X-Men is that movie single-handedly set back the X-Men like 20 years, because I think somebody said like Bryan Singer is like a legacy producer, so like anything ever associated with X-Men ever, he got to get credit for that. But like, you know, he kind of did some Weinstein shit, so it's like they really don't want to deal with, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did do some weirdo shit, didn't he?
So it's like they've been trying to figure out really just how to even break out the X-Men to the world without having to deal with that backlash that's going to happen. At least like in the full-fledged team form.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why people don't notice we've never gotten a full X-Men movie since probably like the First Class era.
Yeah, because I think the last one we got was but then that Phoenix movie was bad as fuck though. Like,
it wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't like terrible. I see what they were trying to do. It's like this just what we call it in football, casualty. It's like, all right, we sold off all the resources. I mean, y'all still here. Y'all want to make this shit. Y'all can. We ain't gonna stop y'all. We also ain't gonna help y'all.
It just kind of is what it is.
I mean, whatever y'all want to do, we with it. And they like, well, shit, we didn't film half
Chad,
the
I'm
movie
sorry. I know
already.
this sound is terrible in y'all ear, but nigga had to get it how you had to live. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, them movies, man. Like,
I tell people, if you want to watch the best X-Men movie, it's either going to come down to First Class or United. X2.
Yeah.
And I really, the more I watch X2, the more I'm starting to think it really ain't good as I think it was.
Yeah. You know, I think you're not wrong. Because I think X2 as well as Spider-Man 2 kind of suffer from the same thing. They are both really good movies for the time that they came out in.
Yeah,
and watching them in rose-tinted glasses, I love those films. But if you like watch them without nostalgia in your heart, they're simply okay. But I do feel like if those movies weren't the movies that they were, then we probably wouldn't have the MCU and the DCEU or whatever they call it these days today.
See, you know, that ties into my theory. I feel like I've been saying for a couple weeks, maybe I need to figure out how to make this into a video. There's only like about a handful of good movies, and then every movie either wants to be The Wizard of Oz or Citizen Kane. So then it's like, when you break it down, it's like you might hear Impulse call something mid. It's not me definitively calling something mid because I don't like it. It's saying this has been done before, so I might as well go watch the better version of that.
Yeah, I'm just catching up to the chat real quick. Nah, even he didn't really show off his full potential. Shit, that was bad, especially the movie. Yeah, talk about X-Men 3 was bad. Yeah, it was littered with reshoots and rewrites. Yeah, nah, okay, I'm caught up. Yeah, I'm with you on all of that shit, Ray. My fault. What was you saying there, man?
Oh no, you cool. I'm a movie snob, so it's like I follow a movie from its announcement through its media, press, and who they gonna get to act in it. You know, the production team, where they shooting at. Mm-hmm. So it's like you'll get in the pipeline of a movie where it's like, all right, we done shot the movie, we done looked at it. If they do too many reshoots or they change the director too many times, hey, y'all heard Impulse call the final version mid, but y'all missed Impulse saying this movie's gonna be mid 17 weeks before it came out because of this reason right here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
But you know this.
That's one reason why I could say this. I'm kind of, sort of, slightly holding on to hope for the Metal Gear movie, because despite this movie being in developmental hell for as long as it's been in developmental hell, we still got the same director. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't figure out how we gonna get the movie done. You know what I'm saying?
Really turned into the Flash.
Yeah, but like when these movies, when you see them like that, what's that? That Blade movie? Oh, at this point, do we even want it anymore?
People want it, but it's like, I don't know, because I love Deadpool, what I've seen of it. There's only gonna be one Blade. I don't know if that was a shot, you feel me, or somebody caught a stray, where he was letting y'all know, like, yo, y'all doing this, but I'm really still him. You know, LeBron's still going getting triple doubles in the Olympics. I'm still him.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what it comes down to, because I mean, at the end of it all, it was literal reshoots. Okay, rewrites. That was the last comment. But when it comes down to it, at the end of it, it's like, how many times we on our third director with this movie now?
The third script or whatever they want to do.
Shit. Yeah, so it's like, you know, that's always gonna be a red flag, you know, and they just switching directors 5-6 times in a production is like, what's wrong with this movie? Because there's something wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't just walking away from the bag, you know?
At least, I mean, creatives is picky people, you know. We're very particular about how we like certain things, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? What is becoming detrimental? Who is becoming detrimental is the studio changing up everything that I want to do, or they changing up the script and it's making an actor disgruntled. I feel certain aspects on why directors walk away. What I don't feel is when people say you're wrong for calling something mid and you missed everything but the trailer.
Mm-hmm. It's the fact that the original script had this man not show up the mid movie is crazy. Yeah, I agree with you, right? And then and you know, like, you know, kind of like speaking, like, you know, my homie Ray Clark in the chat is saying that he does believe that when Wesley said there's only one Blade, he does believe that was, you know, a shot being taken at the production for what's going on with the new movie. And it probably is, because like reality is like, why wouldn't you like this?
Why wouldn't you? Why would you say that though, and not think it's like when they say there's smoke, there's fire?
Yeah, exactly. Like, was it meant to be disrespectful? I can't really say for sure, because sometimes you taking a shot at somebody, it's just like yeah, nigga, like, just so you know. It ain't always got to be, you know, a shot at your head. Sometimes it's like a shoulder check, like, hey, nigga, I'm right here. And I think that's more so kind of like what that was. But I don't know, man. I think I get where, you know, Mahershala originally was like, bro, this movie ain't gonna work. There's one fight in it. There's one fight in this movie. This is Blade. I gotta live up. Yeah, that was the original script. That's why it got rewritten, because he didn't show up until like damn near the second half of the movie. And
was it a damn prequel?
It was a one fight scene in it, and he's like, shit, we gotta live up to Wesley Snipes' legacy with this fucking movie. We're not doing that. So he told them, he's like, until y'all go back and put some more action in it, I done went and did all my training and shit I need to do to hang with, you know, Wesley Snipes and all this shit. Like, we doing this shit or we not doing it at all. And that's where the original rewrites came from. And then I know like COVID happened and, you know, all of that shit slowed everything down. And then they lost the director in the midst of that. And then they just lost another director like within the last, it's been super recent, like what, maybe like the last, I mean, Ray, I'm sure you know what, like maybe like the last month, we just lost another director there. So it's like, it's looking real rough. I still want it to be good though. But I do agree with you saying, like, sometimes people call movies trash and like don't understand like the concept of what's happening. Like,
you are one of my other homies, Shot by Buddha. Y'all creatives. I always tell people, my creative friends, they might not agree with what I say, but what they don't do is they call me crazy or try to tell me like, hey, you fuck with your own race. Like, sometimes they be like, somebody hit me with a text message, yo, bro, I know exactly what you're doing. Like, You know, you almost had me like yelling at my phone, like, so it's like people just don't understand that a trailer is, and then there's a lot of fake imagery in trailers too.
Oh, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why I stopped doing trailer reviews, because like 70% of it isn't even there.
Yeah, like the MCU especially is like has been egregious with that. Putting shit in the trailers that ain't really even there, you know, like
Y'all
with
y'all done made 10 YouTube videos about this detail that ain't even in the movie.
oh yeah, they went real crazy with Endgame and Infinity War, pulling characters out the trailer, putting them back in. But that's their whole stilo though, because them niggas, they even went as far as like, want to say they said that they go as far as like shooting like several different endings and then lying to the actors about which ending is actually the right ending for the movie.
I agree with that. When I first started my podcast, like, you know, we pulling up, we chopping it up. I tell them like, all right, y'all, let's burn one, let's, you know, everybody relax. But I'll be recording, so like before we got the video side, the audio, you know, we can use those conversations. So it's like, y'all don't even know what we made it to wax until, you know, basically hit upload. But, you know, I wanted to do it different because some people felt certain, like, well, I didn't know we were saying that, so my girlfriend was listening.
You gotta be careful with that in 2024. That's how niggas get written off.
Man,
Never
as a
heard from me
journalist, I
again.
feel like if you're going to be on a production, you got to know what you're signing up for. One, I got to tell you what you're signing up for. And two, if you're going to be on this, there are questions that are going to be asked. You're going to be put in certain positions. There's going to be certain hypotheticals that, like, maybe it might inquire a conversation with you and your spouse. But if you're comfortable in your situation, just know that this is going to be an opportunity in this production. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't sign up for something that you can't handle.
Yeah,
I don't
get
think
that
I'm
too.
wrong. I don't think I'm wrong to have that mindset, because you don't take jobs that don't pay you what you want. You don't date people that you don't like. Some people do. That's a form of mental illness.
Yeah, some people marry people they don't like. Shit.
That actually, I mean, for resources, that's not crazy. But
Fuck. I'm just on this level to get this damn weapon. I mean, this item, and I keep fucking up. Yeah. So, Ray, look, Ray even is kind of signing on. He said his rule with trailers these days is one trailer per movie. And I'm with that, because like I felt some type of way as I was watching the trailers for Deadpool, and excuse me, there's a lot of surprises in the movie that that were left for the movie. But then again, there are a lot of surprises that could have been left out of the trailers that would have just made it that much better to be surprised about seeing certain characters and shit. Like, we didn't need to know every like small time cameo. Like, we didn't need to see,
it would have hit better if we didn't know it was coming. No, did it?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, like, spoiler warning if you have not seen the trailers and you have not seen the movie. But like, for instance, we didn't need to see Sabretooth in the trailers. Like, I feel like this is a Deadpool and Wolverine movie. We understand that the concept at some point is going to be that they're going to team up. But before they team up, Deadpool is going to get on Wolverine's fucking nerves, and they're probably going to throw hands. Like, it's one of those things that if, like, these characters, you already down for this movie. You don't need a trailer. You already know what it is. Give us a brief explanation of what the story is. Show us really bare minimum in the trailer. We still gonna go see it. You know what I'm saying?
People are, no pun intended, impulse to doing or not doing certain things. I'd be lying if I say I'm not subjected to that. I'm human. But like, I think my divergent spirit knows when something is being pushed in my face that's just artificial.
Yeah. Fuck. Miss it again.
Fuck the Dolphins. It's like I go on these win streaks. That's why I be trying to understand how these Madden pros do this shit. I need to find me a lab partner.
Just like how Thor: Love and Thunder red carpet premiere, Chris Hemsworth. That next to what he watching, wasn't aware of that. So night of the premiere. That's wild. I had no idea that was a thing, right? He was like, at the end of the film, I am coming back, right? The buddy was like, yeah, I think so. That's wild. This nigga Chris Hemsworth doesn't even know if he's coming back to play Thor again.
Nah, he's coming back.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, at least at the end of the movie, he had no idea for Love and Thunder, which was a weird one. Hey man, I do want to say this though. People are over here with this. I think the MCU got people so spoiled because we got what? We got Infinity War. We got Infinity War. We got Endgame, and we got Spider-Man No Way Home back to back to back. But the reality of the matter is the MCU low-key has always been like a couple smash hits, couple lukewarm type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of how you feel about Black Panther, we know Black Panther was a smash hit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But along with that as well, we got Captain America, the first one, and it was just all right. We got the first Iron Man, and it was kind of dope, but in the hindsight of things, it was all right. Iron Man 2 was kind of meh, had some cool moments. Like it's just kind of always been this kind of like hot and cold vibe to the MCU in hindsight. But now it's like everybody just expects that every movie that ever comes out is supposed to be Endgame. And if it's not Endgame, people are, aren't interested in the crockpot nature. They just want the motherfucking roast beef. They don't care how long it's supposed to take. They want it in 30 minutes type deal. You know what I'm saying? I think I gotta go to the ice place.
Ready.
Alright, there we go.
I got this game called 7 Days to Die. I wanted to check it out, but
It's called what?
7 Days to Die. It's like a zombie crafting type of game.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of this.
I dropped back down to bronze? Oh, fuck. Nah, this new Madden tier system is like, I just don't like when people review games and they don't play the game. It's like, if you haven't played Madden in the last 3 or 4 years, some of these features that they've added, these quality of life things they fix, it goes back to my theory. Just because you play Madden, you're not a Madden guy, so you ain't going to appreciate having a different announcer crew. You're not going to appreciate a different user interface. You're not going to appreciate different, the start of the game, the big event was regular mode and not ultimate team. So now you ain't gonna have to like spend money out the gate or bust packs. You can just boot up the game and play like everybody, whether you got time or you don't, So I just think that in this modern gaming, the content creation space and kind of messed it up a lot of bit.
I can see that a little bit. I think, like as far as you're saying, I think that content creation has messed it up, because it used to take a lot longer to figure a game out. And
I remember going to school, bro. You beat that game, man. It took me, like I don't remember the last time I've had that conversation.
it'll probably be Grand Theft Auto, just simply because the game is so big and there's so many different Easter eggs and so many stones you can overturn and find unsuspecting things. And I think that's why Grand Theft Auto, like as much as I say, is part of like the basic bitch camp when it comes to gaming.
It
is also like it's a technical marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like every time those games come out and it's an actual new one, not like Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, right? 5, yeah, has been re-released on PS3, 4, and 5 now.
Probably the greatest game ever made, though.
I wouldn't say it's the greatest game. Like,
it gotta be in the conversation.
I wouldn't.
It's been on 3 different generations.
Yeah, I mean,
and it thrived. They didn't even just like, yo, we're just dropping it here. It thrived on those generations.
Yeah, because it's a game. It's the brand recognition of it more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there are plenty of shoes out there that are great shoes, but you know, because of the fact that Chucks are known and everyone knows Chucks across the world, would you argue that the Chuck is the best shoe ever?
Conversation that could be made for it.
I mean, yeah, you could debate it, but like we all know,
I wouldn't
like,
say it's the best shoe ever, but I'm saying that there's a conversation.
yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. Like I could say, one could debate it, but it's like we could debate it, but it's like niggas know that the Chuck Taylor is not the greatest shoe ever made. Like, you know, despite the fact of its longevity, like we also have to say, like, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 or 5 has longevity. It's not the greatest game ever. Quite honestly, when you really talk about it, I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 was a better game than Grand Theft Auto 6. But, you know, mass appeal is mass appeal. And you talk about a game when you live in a modern era and you run around and you do shit in a modern era with a parody of America, it's shit that's relatable. And when things are relatable to so many people, it's easy to market. Like, you know, shit, everyone wants to run around in Southern California and make money and, you know, and fuck prostitutes and go to strip clubs and make money and go to the club. Like, who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't have a tough day at work and want to take out their aggression on random hobos in the street in a virtual playground? You know what I'm saying?
That is a different level of fuckery. He said virtual hobos.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying though. So it's like I think that a lot of what you get with Grand Theft Auto is that relatability, and that goes a long way. And that's before, you know, as Ray Clark was talking about, you know, it's a great social game. Yeah, because then you talk about the online and like the shit that people
definitely extended its life for sure.
Yeah, I mean, do you know that people do like literal? There are role play servers on Grand Theft Auto.
What? That's like T Grizzly is a bigger streamer than Ninja because of RP. T Grizzly, like they preyed on my downfall. He don't even make rap music no more.
Yeah, like that shit is wild that you can go on the server, create a character in Grand Theft Auto, and decide that you want to be a fucking doctor. And now your job is when you see people get hit by cars or you see somebody get shot in the shootout, you gotta go and pick them up and drive them to the hospital. And then their job as their place in role play is they have to use a medic kit and get right back to whatever it is. Like, that shit's wild. That niggas is playing cops and robbers and you could be criminals and doctors.
But it be the hoodest, thuggest people playing this shit too. It don't even be like me and you are. I feel like we're hardcore gamers personally, but it be the thuggy. Like, what, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
and like, so I think when you talk about socially, I do think socially Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the greatest games ever. Because it can do shit like that, but like mechanically, narrative wise, no. So I mean, but you know, it's all semantics, you know, and just like we can argue that the Shucks is the biggest shoe, now we're debating that, hey, maybe this game might be the greatest game ever, you know. So
Shucks or Shacks.
Man, Shacks are crazy. I remember when the Shacks first came out before they went to Payless though. They was hot for like a summer.
I remember one of your Facebook posts one day when you said, man, I'm not paying no $50 for no champion, when y'all used to talk about people wearing this shit now. It's in Urban Outfitters.
Nigga.
Y'all, you're like, I remember that. Nigga. I remember that vividly. He was hot, y'all. He was hot.
But am I lying?
Nah. I mean, once a rapper put it on, the price goes up. Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
That shit is just bananas to me, dog.
He said, am I lying? No, man, you ain't lying. That's the culture, though. Like you said, you feel me? That's the culture.
Yeah, and like I said, the culture is not a perfect method, man. It's some issues with it for sure. Found cyber aerial one X use.
Let's see what Colts we got. Like if you're not a Madden guy, you play like Ultimate Team. There's more team building. That's where all the the real skill is. You gotta level up before you can even really like sell people in the auction. So you can't just hop in, go get the pre-order, and then like boot it up to your another account. Like I didn't even know people did that, but I guess they do.
Yeah, man. People, people really out here trying to get how they live, dog.
Man, people don't even play games anymore. They exploit them and break them.
Yeah. That kind of goes back. That's where we kind of was at.
80 Anthony Richardson.
And I think that's the issue where we was talking about, like with streamers. Demigod Sean. So ain't no hoes in here. Yeah, nigga, you just pulled up. You the hoe. Fuck you mean? Do some hoe shit, nigga. But not what you saying that streamer content create culture has ruined gaming to a certain extent. I do agree, and I think,
and I'm one of them, unfortunately.
But it's like where that comes from, though. Like honestly, is the fact that with all of these games now, like we were talking about, it used to take a while to figure these games out. You know what I'm saying? You have water cooler conversations, niggas on the playground, we at the swings, hey, such and such. It was word of mouth, and you had to kind of communicate that. And then even with the word of mouth, you had to go back to the crib and try what they said and figure out if it was real. You know what I'm saying? I remember, trying to get Mew and Pokemon Blue for ages. Because niggas was like, oh, well, you gotta go and you gotta get to this gym early by doing A, B, and C. And then you gotta go do this thing and move this truck. And when you move the truck, and it's like, I had to go to the crib and try that. You know what I'm saying? And when it didn't work, I'm like, all right, niggas is on bullshit. But, it's one of those things that today, you just gonna go on the internet. And then when you get on the internet, when these games is brand new, what are you doing? These content creators are on there day 2 talking about, oh yeah, this is the meta. These are the best weapons in the game. And it eliminates that process of niggas going in and figuring out what the fuck they like and what the fuck they are comfortable with. And now everybody's using the same fucking weapons, and niggas is wondering why the game is getting boring. It's because everybody's running around with the same shit.
Facts over feelings.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to make content, and they got to make the content that's going to attract people. You know what I'm saying? I can't completely knock them for that, but at the same time, like, I do think that it does fuck up a particular, corner of the gaming industry. And like, well, I'm not gonna say the industry, but the gaming experience more so. So like, yeah, let's stop doing that shit so much, really, if possible. Like, find out what you like for your damn self before you hop on stream, and you know what I'm saying?
People ain't gonna do that though.
Oh, absolutely, they're not. They want to be spoon-fed that information. Which, goes right back to what we was about with iPhone, again. They want to be spoon-fed. Y'all said the iPhone is the wave. Why do research? I'm gonna just buy what niggas say I should get.
So funny.
You know what I'm saying? It's 12:13. I'm out here going crazy. I gotta get the kids up. But shit, we about to at least get this final boss out the way. I'm just farming resources right now, y'all. Alright. We can do that one more time. That'll fill us up, give us an extra life. There's like impulse out here running out of gas, getting sleepy.
I'm up. I'm team man, stop over here.
See, look, here you go, Ray. Look, I ain't called the iPhone trash not one time. Not one time. You coming in here choosing violence, bro. I've said what I've said about iPhone while keeping it respectful. Now, I can't say that everybody has kept it respectful with me, you know what I'm saying? I've been called a green bubble scumbag today, you know.
We thought you learned your lesson, old man.
Right? How many times do we gotta teach you a lesson, right?
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I
Like,
really know that is funny on so many levels.
I'm not converting. Y'all just gonna have to deal with me. I'm sorry. He said I'll be lying if he said anything else. Look, man. It is preference at the end of the day. I just wish more people would choose their mobile device, even their gaming devices, off of what is comfortable for them and not off of what they are told they should be picking. That's all. You stay right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my Lamborghini out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What we got over here? I had one before, never again. Why didn't you like it? I'm very curious to know why you didn't like your iPhone. I've never actually owned the iPhone, but I've had extensive experience with them. I do feel like while they are like touted to be like the masters in terms of ease of use, I do feel like some things that iPhones do are just completely asinine.
Like what?
Like
what?
Fuck. Like for instance, on my phone, if I want to change my Wi-Fi, like, look, it's this simple.
He gonna say something that's first world problems.
I mean, yeah, but no, look, seriously. Let me just reduce my shit down. Where we at? Look, I could just come, slide up here, and then the Wi-Fi button is right there. I press and hold that.
The same thing.
You know what I'm saying? No, but that's what I'm saying.
We got that same thing. You just go to the.
No, if I hit that, it brings up the Wi-Fi connections, and I can connect to them. I don't have to go in settings and scroll.
You don't have to do that. That's what I'm saying.
You do.
No.
Show me right now. Pop up on camera and show me right now where you don't have to go to settings. Because I've done it 1,000 times with the tablets and with the phone. So
no, you don't have to go to settings if you got your ads. Is the network's gonna pop up because you can keep them blocked?
Oh no, I'm talking about when I'm connecting to a new network, not just my current network. Any network I pop in, the list is there and I can connect to them without ever going into my settings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get if you're doing this is my network, I'm disconnecting or I'm reconnecting. No, I can connect from new ones, old ones. I can offer people, like I think y'all have like the thing where you can ask, my version on here is if I'm connected to my Wi-Fi and I don't want people to know the password, but I want to let them on, I can legit just offer them a QR code they can scan on my phone that will connect them, without giving them the password. But look what's Sean doing here. Congrats. You gotta show me a video. I see a screenshot here. Show me a video of how you're getting there. But
the only thing I can't show you because then I would have to turn off my feature. But if you go to your Wi-Fi network and it'll be like, do you want the networks to display? And you say yes. So when I walk in my house, it's gonna automatically connect. But I walk in your house, every network around is gonna pop up. So I don't have to go to settings. It's just gonna be on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
So is that something that you have to manually set up?
No, I have to manually turn it off. It's already set up. You have to manually turn it off.
Then how come all of the iPhones in my house don't have that?
I think manually you probably have them turned off, or somebody did. It could be built into, iCloud settings. I'm not sure. I would have to actually see to give a real answer to that. But I do know you have to manually turn that feature off, because I get tired of when I go places. Do you want to connect to this network? No, I don't even want them to know I got an iPhone.
Is that new? Because I know y'all just had I know y'all just had some iOS updates.
It's been like that for a while.
Okay.
For some years.
So maybe they did something with their phones, but every time they come to me, they looking for me for help, and I gotta fix the shit. So I stand corrected on that. But there's been some other shit too where I'm just like, why is this like this? And I get frustrated in the moment of them that I can't think of at the moment. But just like small shit that I find to be super simple on my phone, that some of the shit is just overly complicated in the realm of iPhones. But all in all, like, it's a preference thing, and so long as it's a preference thing, I don't really give a shit what you use.
I feel like it sounds like a skill issue. That's funny.
Said it sounds like a skill. It's not a skill issue with me. It ain't my phone to get set up. I'm just connecting to Wi-Fi. Damn it.
That's funny. It's like you say. It's just, if you do what I do, you make content, you might want an iPhone. If you're a businessman and you're sending emails all day, you could use an iPhone or you could use Android. It just really depends on what your lifestyle is. Like, at this point, it's all the same, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of it is. Let me see. Just prefer Android stuff better. It is personal preference. Oh no. Oh, okay. Cool.
I think the one thing I hate about Android is it just looks so fucking generic. Like, it's like there's no Android iOS that looks good to me ever. It all looks so puffy and just like, I can't explain it. It just looks very generic. And they like, well, this is a better phone. Okay.
Yeah, that's a tricky thing, and I can understand why you would feel some type of way about that. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, and this is one of the great advantages of iPhone, is the fact that their operating system is essentially a proprietary component of their phones. Like, because of the fact that, like, now granted, when you talk about shit. Okay, yeah. When you talk about, the way that iPhones work, there's two, maybe three iPhones that release every year. That's it. There are hundreds of these damn Android phones, and out of all the hundreds of phones that come out that are Android phones, only one of them, or two of them, because you've got the Google Pixel, and then I guess you could say three, because we got the Samsung Fold shit now. You got the Samsung Galaxy phones, and then you got the Google Pixel. So we've got three flagship Android phones, and then we've got all of these like random like free shits that you can get, and $50 phones and track phones and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit runs on Android. So I think the fact that Apple is able to maintain quality control because they have a proprietary device where there's only 2 or 3 iPhones that come out every year, it works to their advantage. Like, of course, there's only 3 phones that come out. They get to control exactly what those phones are doing, what they look like, versus it's like shit. Like on the Android, it's like you got to get it how you live, and you gotta put your own razzle dazzle on top of what it is to separate yourself from the pack. So it's, again, it does come to preference, but I do agree with you. Like, from a presentation aspect, if what you're used to is what you're used to, I can see why you would say what you just said. Oh shit.
What is the best thing that Android do that an iPhone can't? Because I always tell people, hey, a FaceTime, Apple Music, Apple Pay.
So I mean, we have Google Pay, we have Samsung Pay, which works just like Apple Pay does. So that's been a thing as long as Apple Pay has been a thing. Really, like the best things, like most of the shit that you would say, like the iMessage and shit, like that shit's cool. Really on the side of Android, like the biggest things, one phone every September. No, it's not one phone. They'll give you like the iPhone, they'll give you like the iPhone Max, and then they also will give you like the Max Plus, or however the fuck they do it. There's 3 phones, sir. 3 different fucking SKUs. Don't play with me. Nigga talking about I'm being dramatic. No, those are 3 different fucking SKUs, sir. Come on now, stop playing. You know better.
Same phone, bro.
It's different phones. And if you look at them, they have different SKUs. And when you look at SKUs, that's how companies are reading products, is by the SKU. If it was the same product, they wouldn't charge you different amounts for them. It's not the same phone. I guarantee you. Like if you go to a Apple store right now and you tell them, oh, this is what I have. Oh, okay, well that's not the 13, that's the 13 Max Plus. They are different. They are different phones. They have different components to them. They have different processors. They have different amount of RAMs in them. They have different amounts of storage in them. They are different fucking phones. They're of the same line, but they are different phones. And that's okay. God damn it. But nonetheless, still, like, that's a good thing. It's fucking quality control. So you mean to tell me that it's not? You mean to tell me that if I have an iPhone 15 or I have an iPhone Max Plus, it doesn't have a different processor, it doesn't have a different battery in it, it doesn't have different amounts of storage?
I'm telling you, I'm sitting at my desk right now, and the only difference between this new iPhone I got and my 14 Max is the charging port and the storage. And I gained about 10 gigs because I'm bougie. That's the only difference.
So what's the newest iPhone? Is it the 15?
15, yeah. That's what I got right now. That's why any iPhone user will tell you, like, you might just get the new device for the feature you need.
Okay.
If you that type of person, other than that, you'll be like, I'm gonna rock this bitch until literally Apple stop letting this motherfucker work. They can't even do that no more.
So I'm just looking right here. So if we're looking at the iPhone 15 processor, we have the GPU in it alone right here of a 5-core 1.79 teraflops Qualcomm X75G. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move this over, and then iPhone, and then Max is the top of the line one, right?
It's the same phone, cuz like that GPU. Technically, you're right. Nuts and bolts, you're right. What I'm saying is functionality. You're not getting anything new except whatever, like the app say, like this has to be in your API or your coding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's not 3 new phones dropping. It's 1 new phone dropping with a lot of new features, which is why they can roll out an iOS to every other iPhone from what we at 15. So from 13 and up, y'all all gonna get this update. If you underneath 13, you gonna get a different update. You hear me? So it's like that's the difference between Apple and Android. Really, proprietary technology, hand-to-hand device, and they just don't have a master of their software. What's the difference between LG, Samsung? What's the Donald Trump phones or the Obama phones they giving out now? Because those are still a thing.
So just for the record, Sean, because you in the chat as well. So the GPU for the Max is actually a 6-core graphic GPU which tells you it has a different GPU in it, a different battery in it, a different fucking CPU in it. It is a different fucking phone. It is the same line. It is a different fucking phone. If I take my fucking graphics card out of my computer, right? I change out my fucking motherboard, right?
It's still a computer.
It's a computer, but it's a different fucking computer, sir.
Nah, it ain't. Because is it a different Is it a different chassis? It's the same motherboard, right?
No, I said if I take out my motherboard, which is the CPU, and I take out,
I know it. I'm just saying, if you keep the same motherboard and just upgrade the parts,
literally has a. I know, but it literally has a different CPU and a different GPU in it. Those are the two. Upgrading. The CPU
that's
is
like
the
upgrading your engine and your carburetor. I want it shinier. I want it more powerful. I want a 350 rocket. It's the same thing,
and that's fine. But all I'm saying is that is different. If you add, if I look, because right now, if I go and I buy a new graphics card and a new CPU for my computer, anyone who builds computers is gonna say, "Oh, that nigga got a new computer." Don't matter the case.
A casual person is gonna say you got a new computer. Somebody who build computers is gonna be like he upgraded his computer.
It's a new computer when it gets a new motherboard and GPU, though, sir.
If you get a new motherboard, then it's a new computer.
Yeah, that's what I said. It has a different
part.
Yeah, it has a different CPU and GPU.
It's a different shaped phone, so of course it's gonna have a different motherboard.
So it has different components in it, and it is sold at a different SKU. By definition of the market.
If Impulse use this same data, I just want to be clear. If Impulse use this same data, nah, nigga, you bro.
No, bro, if you came to me and said, "Hey, man, this has a different processor in it," right? It is a completely different processor in it. It is a different SKU. It's a different model. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the PlayStation 5. You know, they got the PlayStation Slim, the PlayStation 5. Is it still a PlayStation 5? Yes, but it's not the same PlayStation 5. There are different components in it. It's sold at a different price. It's a different SKU.
That makes my point on cross-platform gaming ain't all the same. Then it can't be. If what you saying is true, if you holding on to that hill, which is Hill 38, you know, there's many hills to die on. You choose to die on this one. Then cross-platform gaming ain't uniform all the way around. Xbox people ain't playing the same game as PlayStation people. If what you saying is true, they got different hardware. They got different. I said they're playing the same video game. The experiences can be different. No, we're not playing the same game then. If what you said is they got a different GPU. My GPU and my motherboard is different from
the hardware is different. The software is the same.
You know that's what I said about the iPhone, but you said, no, it's a different phone. No, it's not.
No, the hardware is different. The hardware is literally the components that make it up. Yes, is it still running iOS, blah, blah, blah? Sure. Like, yeah, sure. But the hardware is different. When you go and you buy the hardware and it's different, it runs up as a different SKU. It has different components in it. I'm not talking about the user experience. It is probably the same. Cool, whatever. But it is a different device. It's from the same line. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's not the same. We are not the same. And that's okay.
What game you playing, cuz?
But ultimately, I wasn't even saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing that they're only releasing 2 phones a year. That's what allows them to control their quality. Is because, you know, on iPhone, anybody who wants to make a cell phone can go and license out from fucking Google and make an Android phone. On Apple, it ain't nobody licensing out. Only Apple is making Apple phones with Apple products on them.
You on college?
Yeah, intellectual property.
You on college? You on Madden?
iPhone 12 or 13, it's the same phone. It's just upgraded.
I damn near got a hot take that the PlayStation 4 might be better than the PlayStation 5 because I found a hard drive and I was just looking at like Warzone clips and 2K clips and I'm like, yo, this PlayStation 4 was really in a bag that people really didn't know. We really didn't respect it. We gonna look back and be like, it was doing this?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And I think it didn't even hit his lifetime. I think they didn't even know what it did until the end of his lifetime either, his lifespan. Because I know a couple people who still rock with the PlayStation 4 heavy. I mean, they only play like Madden and shit, but they ain't in a rush to upgrade, which is crazy. We're kind of like halfway through this life cycle, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, that's definitely wild antics. But you know, for some people that shit don't matter. And then also, if you aren't somebody that wants to, you know, be on that wave, the benefit of waiting is really like it's immeasurable. Like all the benefits you get. Like when you think about, all right, if I wait and buy this later, I'm not about to fuck around with this dude. We're just gonna pop the health. You know, but if I wait, you know what I'm saying, that means I get to buy my console for a cheaper price. I don't have to stress out and be searching online and racing people and battling through scalpers. I get my shit when I get my shit. When I have my money, I can get my console. Another benefit. And then, you know, beyond that as well, we also talk about the fact that when you buy it,
you get the perfected version too.
Yeah, you get the best version of it, so you don't have to be one of the dummies like me that goes and gets it on launch day and be like, man, I really hope this lasts me for all 7 years and it doesn't fucking blow up 2 years into owning it. And in addition to that as well, you also have the satisfaction of knowing when you buy your console, there are hundreds of games that are already ready to go that you have not experienced, and because you aren't necessarily somebody that needs to be on the cutting edge, you got a huge library of games already at your disposal that are probably also discounted.
I be wondering, like, I don't know if it's just because I'm a sports gamer, so it's really kind of hard for me to dial back or dial into retro shit. But I be noticing people who kind of like start their content journey, they'll go play something super old and they just, all right, guys, we chilling. And it's like somebody like I'll see, man, come on, bro, you cheesing the onside kick.
Dude, talking about me playing super old games. I'm playing a game from like 95 right now. I'm offended.
He said, at me next time. But nah, that's just like, I don't know if my brain can compute just going backwards. Cause like, maybe I can make some content like, let's check out Madden 09 compared to Madden 25. What's the same? What's different? Cause I'm a Madden dude, so I know certain things I know I can appreciate or be like, they did this exactly the same 17 years ago.
I think Madden 09 was kind of an okay point, right? Because I really, if I remember right, like the golden era of Madden was kind of like what, maybe like 04 up to like 08.
I think Madden 08 is in the conversation of the top 5 Maddens. I think any real Madden guys say that, but then it's like, what are you talking about? Because a lot of people like to say, well, college football didn't hit its peak. What did you get out of the game? What did you hope to get out of the game? Were you trying to be super competitive? Or you probably should have just waited till Madden come out? What, like, are you dynasty building? Did you just learn to check out 134 colleges? Do you enjoy the college game more? Like, there are different levels to different games. So just trying to code break the game or speed run the game, all right, that's 2 people. All right, there's 100 other people making 100 different level of content in the same game you playing. So like, what did you hope to gain? That's what I always ask people now, because it's like, is this even fun for you?
Oh my god.
But y'all guys who be playing the retro games, y'all be enjoying those. Like,
oh yeah, I love my retro games.
So I might
despite the fact I'm getting fucked up right now.
I might have to try to go find me a PS2 or something and try to figure out how to hook it up to the stream and be like, let's play Madden XYZ, or try to make some content. Like, I'm gonna throw a touchdown with every Colts quarterback from Madden 2002 to now.
Man, every
Mahomes.
coach quarterback. Let me see what's going on in the chat over here. Let me see. iPhone 12 and 13. It's the same phone. It's just upgraded. Yeah. I mean, but again, yeah, same phone, but they put different components in them. So it does look the same. The casing is damn near the same case, but technically they have different parts to them. If games continue to drop on last gen consoles, why wouldn't they upgrade, especially if you could play 2K or yeah.
Iris, there's no
You got some Elden Ring people in your chat now. I can repeat this. I'll die on the hill that it's much more difficult, I don't know if that's grammatically correct, to win an MCS game than to beat an Elden Ring boss.
It might be. I don't know. I mean, I've beat a handful of Elden Ring bosses. I don't know. I really don't. I haven't really played any like pro competitive like Madden, so I would guess not.
No, this isn't happening. There's no reason for me to go.
Okay, here's the line.
How difficult the game is, so I just compare it to that.
That never gets old. What am I fighting for? Yeah, but not like. I mean, my thing is like ultimately though, at the end of the day, when you talk about a lot of these bosses on oh, the wife texted me. What's she talking about? Yeah, what was that? Ultimately, when you talk about a lot of these like shit, where was we at? My fault.
Games.
Yeah, when we talk about a lot of these games, and I mean where they at now, I mean shit does get a little weird. Oh fuck, in terms of like, you know, like what's hot, what's not, you know what I'm saying? But like ultimately at the end of it, I just feel like with the, you know, like as far as you saying like what's harder, like in terms of that, like the Elden Ring bosses like are difficult, but the Elden Ring bosses ultimately are puzzles. They are patterns to be read, predicted, understand, learned, and executed on. You know, some of these bosses will like, you know, switch up patterns on you and shit, but for the most part, that's what it is learning to read openly, like communicated and moves and pretty much adjust to them, you know, by reading and understanding the language that the game is speaking. So I would imagine playing like someone competitively, you know, on some type of like semi-pro level is probably going to be more difficult, because in those situations someone is essentially attempting to throw you off, and it's not just someone repeating a pattern.
I mean, this is kind of like the argument of the Steve Rogers and Captain America fight in Civil War, when he like scanned him and he's like, you know, she was like, I can't analyze his fighting pattern, he's moving too fast, and then he like Tony used human logic to figure it out. But you know, obviously Steve is a much more skilled fighter. Yeah. Super serum. So it's just I guess that can be like the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, because that goes back to what I said. You know, when we talk about, you know, I said this at the beginning, when you talk about playing locals in a competitive form, like, you know, yeah, it's a thing of knowing how to play the game and making good decisions, but part of it is also like reading the body language of your character. You know, are there things that you can do that might get under your competitor's skin? You know what I'm saying? Maybe this nigga is getting mad, irritated at the fact that every time you get a first down, you snap your fingers. Maybe that shit is irking him, and through fucking with his head, you starting to get an additional edge. Like, you know, all types of shit happens when you talk about playing competitive versus playing online and shit. So, you know, I'm sure like those things matter. I'm getting fucked up. I'm sure
those play fighting games, you got to be better than a bad animation most times. Like, you'll play offline non-competitive, be like, all right, this is what I do, this is my bag. Then you'll play against somebody who knows what you know the game can do as well. You'll be like, what? what's going on? Like, I ain't this ass.
Yeah,
Show me.
like it works a little different. I think where, because the beauty in fighting games is they kind of work on hard math. You know what I'm saying? Where sports games a lot of times work on probability. You know,
As a more linear math. Well, I guess that's probably
the reason I say probability is this. Is because as you play a Madden, I'm sure you played some 2K before and probably some other games, sports games as well. You do know that even if you time a pass perfectly, and I don't know if you just let the CPU catch the ball for you, or if you are like a manual catch kind of guy. I know some people take pride in being a manual catch. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't care.
Against them, you play it. I ain't gonna say the CPU that hasn't caught a pass for me, but I don't have the luxury of playing bums. Just how much Madden I play, like, so I always feel like I'm gonna play somebody in the upper echelon or upper tiers.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, but that is like if you catch it manually and you press triangle, or I don't know what the catch button is today, assuming it's still triangle, you press triangle at the right time, there is a 99.9% chance that the ball is going to get caught if you hit it at the perfect time. There's always that 0.01 chance that the ball is going to drop, just because, to be realistic, sometimes there's going to be errors within the game, and that's part of the simulation. You know what I'm saying?
Show me your true power.
And you know, the same thing with 2K. If you go up to shoot with square and you get a perfect release, you're going to make that shot 99.9% of the time. But there's still a probable chance that you might miss that shot just because of the RNG, the way that it rolls. You know what I'm saying? It's all probability and percentages. Versus the difference is when you talk about a fighting game, and why I say I think that they kind of work more on hard numbers is because the way it works with a fighting game is every fuck it, let's try. I don't think this is gonna work, but it might give me another hit. But like I said, the reason I say they work on hard numbers is because with fighting games, everything works on frames. So because they work on frames, you know what I'm saying? Fighting games are traditionally gonna be at a, as you being a video editor, I'm sure you understand when I say, you know, they work on 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Your standard fighter is always going to be a 60 frames per second experience. So with that, what that means is, you know what I'm saying, the moves are all counted by frames. So, you know, if you got a light jab and that light jab has 7 frames in it, you might have 1-2 startup frames. You have 5 frames in it that are going to be, well, I'll say you got 3 frames in it that are going to be like your active frames. Your active frames will represent the actual times within that attack you can do damage. And then your last 2 frames to wrap up your 7-frame attack will be recovery frames, which is when you essentially are pulling your arm back from throwing out a jab. And the reason I say that these are hard numbers and hard math, the way that this works, is because when you learn fighting games on a high level, when you see that light punch come out and you know it's 7, you know that it's 7 frames, you run the calculation in your head to say, all right, this is a light jab. This nigga, he has 2 recovery frames at the end of this attack. If I counter him, I have to use something that has a 1 frame startup. Do I have that kind of attack? And if you don't, you can't attack him, because in the amount of the 2 frame recovery, if you attack with a 2 frame attack, then essentially he blocks. And now at
I
this,
will say how you do all that math in your head, but it's just like a football player coming out saying he got 5 people in the box, he got 2 people in the
oh
box.
yeah, oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? He got 5 DBs out there. Like I can do real quick. I can figure out real quick what you can't stop
oh yeah,
before I know figure out what I'm gonna do.
Right, but the reason I say that is the hard numbers though is because those are the hard numbers. It's the frames are the frames, and they're not going to change. There's not a simulation running in the background that says, hey, even if you calculate your frames right, if the simulator says that it's the time for you to drop this pass, you're gonna drop this pass. Like there is none of that in fighting games, and that's the difference. Why I say that, you know, while fighting games run on hard numbers, sports games usually run off of probability more so. You know, and that doesn't, you know, take away from either or. But you know, people ask me all the time, because I used to play 2K a little bit, and like niggas would sometimes want to bet money. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, bro, why you don't ever want to play for no bread? And I was like, it's not enough skill base for me. Not in terms of the skill, it's the fact that if it's my time to drop a pass or it's my time to not fucking get a shot, I'm not gonna get the shot. At least I'll put some money up on a fighting game, because I know if I fuck up, chances are I fucked up.
I mean, I feel what you're saying. That's why I honestly don't real life gamble.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't make, you know, one better than the other. But shit, I feel like I'm not really a lucky nigga. So, like, if I'm gonna play you, I'm gonna play you in something where even if there's skill involved, I want luck to not be a factor at all.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even in, you know, on the flip side of things, shit, if you hit triangle at a bad time, your percentage of catching the ball is gonna get down. But if they run the numbers in the back of the simulator and they say, all right, he's gonna catch this ball, then you can hit that shit dumb early. But if you're gonna catch it, you're gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done all seen a nigga in 2K hit a bad release and still hit the shot.
People just tell me you gotta be better than a bad animation, man.
Which is crazy. That doesn't exist. That is not being better than the bad animation. It's, you know, shit. You know, the probability of, all right, even though this shit just happened, you know, is it my time or not?
I mean, I don't know. I feel what you're saying. I feel both sides of the argument, though. Honestly.
Oh fuck. Okay. Ooh. No. Oh. Okay.
I think this new Madden skill system and skill base and tier system in the regs and Ultimate Team is gonna separate the men from the boys.
That's what's up.
The Antar was good. Appreciate the chat. I don't know if you're a bot or not. You probably a bot. That's crazy. It says my stream is unstable and I'm only live on Twitch. I ain't even multi-streaming right now.
I kind of got back into streaming on Twitch for the multi-stream, but my shit kept doing that too. It would say it was unstable for no fucking reason. So I just fucking said fuck it. I just removed the login credentials from my OBS and just kept rocking with the YouTube.
I might go back to the tube just because it get built in 4K. That helps.
Don't they offer 4K on
Fuck. Come on, bro. You just got lucky. Stop it. You got to be a partner on Twitch.
Oh, do you? Okay. Man, stop doing this shit, bro. Come and get these motherfucking hands, dog. It's like, you know your life is on the line, so instead of doing what you're supposed to do, you want to keep fucking around with this punk ass move. Come on, bro.
I don't know why these videos be like record. I gotta reset my hotkeys. I really gotta get this new OBS. I mean Elgato Steam Deck. Shout out to the deuces in the chat.
Oh shit.
Honestly, if you want to be a streamer in 2024, man, just go to elgato.com, buy everything one by one.
Buy everything is fucking crazy.
Am I wrong though? You can buy literally the camera, the pole, the green screen, the capture card. You feel me? And they got the budget shit too. If you don't even want to get like the pro level, like come on, man. Elgato's the Apple of streaming. But then it's like just because you got all that don't mean you a good storyteller or a good content creator or even a good streamer.
Y'all some hoes for this shit. Y'all know this nigga about to die and now y'all want to loop him into this animation. Y'all some hoes.
I've never played a Mega Man game.
Y'all some big coochies. I ain't never met a bigger coochie than this boss right now.
I didn't do too well in the qualifiers. I got destroyed in a couple of them games. Most of them was the Xbox guys, though. I ain't gonna cap with you.
Ain't that a bitch? Now I gotta go up. I gotta go up. All right.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is the football version of Michael Jordan.
Think so.
Dog.
Got him, bitch ass nigga. He tried to play me, but I got his whole ass.
You don't think so?
I didn't say I didn't think so. I just asked if you thought so.
No, I'm getting your opinion.
Honestly, from someone who has not paid as much attention to the NFL as I used to, I can't give you a wholehearted answer and pretend like I know what the fuck is going on a nuclear level in the NFL right now. But what I can say is to see him pop up in the Super Bowl as often as I've seen him pop up in the last 10 years, like it does speak that he's doing something amazing and something that is unheard of. And I mean, when I have seen him, he is absolutely doing his thing. But I just know being a kid and seeing Michael Jordan, and I don't know if it was just, we were at a time when, social media and shit wasn't around, so these figures were truly larger than life, and it was just like they were immeasurable personalities.
Yeah, but Michael was kind of larger than life.
Yeah, like I don't get that from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've seen him and he got like his endorsement deals and shit. But like Mike, you remember the Like Mike campaign? Like,
they either told you, yeah, everybody remember Like Mike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing. Like that man at one point was a force of nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. But I do think that he is, probably going to be, if not already, one of the greatest to ever do it in terms of like the sport.
And I'm a Peyton Manning fan.
I can't stand Peyton Manning. I respect him. I can't stand
him.
I can't stand him.
Why can't you stand? What did Peyton do to you?
He is the Tim Duncan of football. In terms of he's not
very technical sound.
Yeah,
but Peyton flashy though. Nah, Peyton got flashy. Don't get it twisted. Some of them 6-7 touchdown games. Some of them, he got many of them. He got like 3 Colts in the Hall of Fame now. All we need to do is get Reggie Wayne.
But that's the thing. He's not flashy. His accolades are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean that's fine. But he's just like a
tape. I'm gonna have to send you some tape.
You're gonna have to show me some, because I could see him take some risky passes because he had a laser and he just putting it up there and he just know that his team is gonna get it done on the other end of the field. But like this isn't like a razzle dazzle kind of dude. Like I
always told people the best version of Peyton Manning has been the Colts' trash when they go score 40 points in the first half and the defense give up 45 before the MVPs. That was like, I'll show you some tape. That was vintage Peyton Manning. Like, because I remember it's crazy. Just, I guess this is the beauty of life when you just watch something unfold. But I just remember a Monday night game against Tampa when he like came back down like 17 in the fourth in the rain. And that was the legend that birthed Peyton Manning. Like, because he kind of was labeled as ass before that game. Literally before that game, he was always ass. And now it's like, don't let him get hot in the fourth. It's like, we talking about the same nigga. And I'm a Peyton Manning fanatic. But
yeah, I mean, that's I still wouldn't say that's the nigga being flashy. That's just him, you know, being in the zone and getting the shit done. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
like,
saying. You say not flashy.
But
Some
this
of them
nigga's
passes, it's like,
I mean, yeah, but again, it's just him throwing it up there, doing what he's supposed to do, knowing that his guy on the other end of the field is gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about flashy, like some of this shit that you would see niggas like, even like Dante Culpepper to an extent. Like that nigga was a freak of nature to be a quarterback.
Dante was the dog.
You know what I'm saying? When you talk about like shit like Michael Vick and like when they're stepping out and doing things that are unconventional for a quarterback, like, and Peyton Manning is great. He is absolutely one of the greatest to do it too. But like when I tell you like this nigga is like boiled chicken the quarterback.
Wow, I've never heard anybody say that ever.
But think about it though. Boiled chicken is poultry. You know, like, you know, chicken is good for you. You got to get that protein in you. If the chicken is boiled, that means that you don't got no crazy saltine and salt and all that extra in there. You gonna boil it. It might not taste good. It may not look good, but it's gonna give you all the nutrients you need to get you where you going, right?
I don't know, man. Peyton Manning invented the quarterback standard is your rating 158.3. Like that's like perfect quarterback play. If your quarterback rating is anywhere, even got to be 158. If it's anything over 125, you had a great day. Even if you lost the game, you did good. Your team sucked.
You said I'm not hating on Peyton. Like I would never say that he's not great. He, like I said, he's one of the greatest ever to do it. I just said that the nigga is the Tim Duncan of quarterbacks. That's all I'm saying. He's the Tim Duncan of the NFL. I
say Tom Brady is more Tim Duncan just because he's technically sound and nothing he does is flashy, but he had dogs on his team.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
or even Ben Roethlisberger. A little more, but now he was kind of flashy. Ben kind of made some plays.
You're what? You tweet? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't understand why I'm tweaking if I'm saying that the nigga is one of the best to do it. He just,
because I think it's your verbiage that we not agreeing with. You just saying he like bland, and we like, nah, bro. He set the field on fire, bro.
by doing some vanilla shit.
Oh god. Well, what does that say about the rest of the people on the field?
Bro, it's like vanilla ice cream, bro. It's good. It's still ice cream, though. It's vanilla, nigga. Like,
look, I see somebody call Tim Duncan the ice cream sandwich of basketball. It's not great, but everybody loves the ice cream sandwich. I was like, wow.
And that's real bad.
It's not that.
It's like they got chocolate chip cookie dough somewhere else, but we all know vanilla is the best seller. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. Like I fucks with Peyton in that respect. Like, but the nigga is just ABC 1 2 3. He's Mr. Fundamental. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they ran their family tree and we found out that, and Tim Duncan is light too. If we ran their family tree and found out that somewhere down the bloodline Peyton Manning and Tim Duncan was cousins, I would not be surprised. That's all I'm saying.
That is so crazy to me.
And both of them can be discussed as some of the greatest to do what they did in their respective sports. So I'm not downplaying nobody's skill. I'm not saying that they are bad. It's just that when you talk about, like, both of them niggas can put on a clinic, both of them can take control of their games in their prime and get the shit done. but both of them are gonna do it, and they gonna put on a clinic, and that's gonna be an impressive clinic. But when you look back at it, you're gonna be like, yeah, that nigga Tim Duncan, that nigga, yeah, he put some layups up there, yep, he scored some 3-pointers. With this nigga Peyton Manning, you gonna say, yep, that nigga, yep, he threw some passes, yep, he had some precision plays out there. You're not gonna hear about these niggas doing no windmills. You're not gonna hear about these niggas doing posterizing niggas. They go get it done clean cut, and that's fine. But
I think you need to watch the Manning cast 1 or 2 times. Peyton Manning is hilarious. Like, he kind of was like that on the field, like that Omaha shit. Bro, he would just go out there and talk shit to people because he knew what they plays was, dog. Like, he really had flair, dog.
We lost Cuz. What happened?
Man, I don't even want to talk about Eli. I don't even want to talk about Eli.
Eli was a dog, too. Now, he was more flashy. When you talk about flashy, he was flashy.
Look, but then
Eli wasn't even good traditional quarterback. He kind of was mid.
Look,
but the playoff runs.
But then in the chat though, Jimmy Guy Sean is saying that he feels like Eli was not electric at all. So now y'all got different opinions on this thing.
Oh no, in the playoffs he made some electric plays, but overall he kind of right. He was kind of flat. He was very 8-8 like his career, and then you get them playoff years where
this nigga said he was very 8-8.
Well, then you go beat Tom Brady. It's like, damn, you really kind of nice.
Oh,
so
shit.
you know, it's like you go beat Tom Brady twice in the biggest stage, hey. And you go beat the best player, not any player, the best player.
That's fucking crazy. This nigga said he's very 8-8. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man. It be like that though, I guess, all right. Man, look. I gotta get off of this stream, dog. Yo, Impulse, you want to tell them where they can find you?
I'm live on Twitch right now. Name same as the tag. Impulse 2 Gays. Gaming 2 A's.
There you go. Twitch.tv/Impulse Gaming with 2 A's. So if y'all want to slide over there after y'all done with me, like, you're more than welcome to
no
go
Diddy.
Over there. You still wrong on the iPhone. Man, nigga, look. I'm not going to keep playing this game with you, Sean, okay? I said what I said.
Don't your wife got an iPhone?
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
Everybody in my house got an iPhone, except for me.
He just got to be different. So your daughter can't even FaceTime you if she wanted to. That's crazy work.
Nope.
Well, what if she wanted to FaceTime her dad? You just denied her that option.
My daughter is 4.
So what? She definitely can FaceTime
and if she had a iPhone, or she was out of the house or whatever, or she wanted to, there's an iPad at
from
the
house. iPad. Yeah, you can FaceTime from the iPad.
Yeah, there's an iPad in the house. So,
but you gotta have either an iPad or you ain't got no Apple Watch, so you still cut off, even if she at the cut chilling. Impulse wins.
Will matter. It's okay.
Put it in the holster. Put it in the holster. I'm here all night, folks.
What it said? All iPhones, CAFT. I don't know, just saying. With any Android, just no wrong. And like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm not wrong. It's different schools. If you go, you ask why, it's a different phone, different processor, different battery size, different CPU, different GPU, different amount of cameras, different features. It is a different fucking product. Okay? It's okay. I'm not being wrong loud. I'm just telling you how it is. They are different products. They sell for different prices. Don't be a dick all your life. Thank you guys so much for pulling up to the stream. Everybody except for Demigod Sean. Shout out to Harold. I will definitely make sure to get a follow in with you. Ray Clark, Jasmine B, and anybody else that pulled up to the stream tonight. except for Demigod Sean. Special shout out to my boy Impulse Gaming. Y'all all deserve the heartiest gang. Good night.
Gang.